Hello chat, ideally the stream should be running. I mean, I'd hope it would be running, I'm not sure. Let's just see. Let's wait a moment to, allow a few people to get in. Yeah, in theory, this should be, everything. Right, let's get started. Right, so this is CORRU Observer, or Mind Spike, or just, let me let it introduce itself. Right, so yeah, should I read through this? I think it might help to, have a little bit of narration. I'll just read through it. Tell me if you guys can hear me, by the way. I can change the music. It's right here. Right. Hey, buddy, welcome. Honestly, wasn't sure if you'd show up for this one since it's such a small hall. Lots of ocean wrecks being found these days. Anyway, I'll get everything started. Feel free to look everything over. The decoding machines flip on, casting their light over a spidery mess of wires. Right, so this is how stuff works, essentially. Can you lower the sound? Yeah. There we go. That better? I mean, I can lower it more if it's still a problem. Great, yeah. So, generally we'll have these chat prompts, which will be questions. And so let's ask what this is. So I've played a little bit of this, just to, get an idea of the controls. What is this? This is a find from an obelisk wreck, not far from New Zealand. The notes I got said it was mostly melted, which is kinda weird. Anyway, the main piece here is that big one. A pedestal usually means important, but it's unmarked. Alex did a basic scan, said it looks kinda like a network node. We don't even really know if it'll accept a Mind Spike. But you're getting paid either way, so have at it. Alright, so let's sit down. The metal skull stripes against the concrete. You sit. So I really like the art style of this game, mainly because it's all dots. Basically at all times, it's dots that make up everything. Anyway. The seat is cold and uncomfortable. Light from your protective gear scatters into the pearlescent cysts. You know the drill, Mind Spike on. Alright. So then it's a mixture of... Can you see the mouse, by the way? Because it's going to be pretty important for, doing things. Yeah, just about to see the mouse. Okay, perfect. Right. So, you'll be able to investigate things. Well, so you can right-click to, bring up context. Oh. Which then will bring up text over here. So, we scan this thing, and it's a corrusistic entity, function signature damage, no connective tissue exposed. Nobody knows what this one is. Pretty sure it's dead, though. So we can act, and then, yeah. The fractaline cyst outer shell is slimy and has some yield. If you squeezed it enough, it would probably turn into sludge. Best just to leave this one alone. Got one here. Dendritic cyst. The notes I got say there are apparently a ton of these on the ship, all sorts of sizes too, but most are too heavy to retrieve, so we just got this small one. We can try touching it or lifting it. The dendritic cyst has a rigid outer shell. It's unlikely there's any way to connect to it. The dendritic cyst is surprisingly heavy. Turning it in your hands produces a cascade of metallic clinking noises from within. When you sit it back down, its tendrils find a new orientation to support itself on the table. And then there's just a column. It's, holding this thing up. The main thing of the show. Corrusistic entity. So this is the mystery piece. It's in bizarrely good condition, considering it was at the bottom of the ocean for however long it's been since, no clue what it is aside from some similar internal structure to network cysts we've found before. The cyst has a solid outer shell. A few circular points near the top are less firm than the rest. In your experience, these are usually connection points. You can definitely scan this point more thoroughly. Do that. Valid nerve point, connection enabled. And we got a connection point, which we can do this. And so we begin. Surprisingly not incredibly late. Yep, just about on time for the beginning of the game. Minor epilepsy warning, by the way, for everyone in the chat. This game uses a lot of dots, so if you are epileptic, just be cautious. Christ. Are you okay? That was some insane activity just now. Haven't seen that before. I don't think you're supposed to connect to this one. Attention, renderable output. Let's render. Executing render. Yeah, it doesn't look like this one has any front end. Could just be a component. Let's just call it quits if you don't find anything. Anyway, I'll be right back. They're ordering food in the other room. Let's investigate. Let's just examine this. So, for the start of the game, I will know what's going on. Roughly. But we will get to a point where I will no longer have any idea what's going on. Might ask what the game is about. Essentially, we are somebody who uses a mind spike, which is like a piece of technology, to investigate obscure tech, is what it's called. Effectively, it's like, the obscure were like an alien species that used a live technology. So, yeah, let's greet this thing. You'll learn more as we go along. How far were I in? I'm not really sure. I mean, I couldn't quantify it in... Like, I was an hour or so in. But I wasn't playing very quickly. Hello. Hello, friend. No signature detected. Please identify. Additionally, fuel reserves are low. Feeding is advised. I am here to help. You are what? Hold on. Where am I? I am so hungry. Let's ask for the thing's purpose. What is your purpose? This is so weird. I am not supposed to talk. I do not know why this is happening. Anyway. Authorization? Nothing else. Let's ask a bit more about the cyst purpose for you all. What is the purpose of this CORRU cyst? This is a network connector. There are additional non-standard functionalities per the request of... Sorry, I forgot you're actually... Sorry, I forgot you were unauthorized, actually. Yeah, you are unauthorized to know the previous information. Please forget it immediately. Who is verified? I told you that you are not authorized, idiot. Sorry, that was rude. Do you have any fuel? Maybe if you let me through. What? I explicitly cannot let you through without a proper signature, even if I want to. This is inherently incapable of responding to... What is that? May they please enter? Hello? Sorry about that, they hadn't decided on a place yet, so... You're still connected. Wait, did you actually find something? Looks like it. Welcome to the game, chat. Let's enter the gate. Okay, I'm looking at the logs here. I have no idea how you got past that authenticator, or why it was talking to you like a person. I don't think I need to tell you how unusual that is, lol. Something helped me. I saw something. Yeah, I'm seeing you, both you and the author reacting to it. But not what it is. Seriously, look at the log yourself. I don't know what to make of it. Can CORRU cyst get malware? Honestly, it's probably just incoherence. I wouldn't worry about it. It's not like it can spread to you. The important thing is that you're in. And if this really is a network connector, and not just some sort of obscure toaster, it's the first time we've ever been able to get into one. So I'm going to shut up and let you do your thing. If you want me to talk, just speak up. And these underlines means that basically it's a context menu, if you've been on a wiki. So we can, at any point, click this thing here and talk to the person. So there are a lot of different questions we can ask here. Here's somebody going to talk to us. Feel free to read that. Anyway, let's not ask the questions for now, because we've got more important things to do. Significant damage to this device. It is so bad. Haha, wow. Oh well. Right, now, the thing I really like about this is... please feed soon. So, the thing I really like about this game is, because it's a browser game, it can do things like this. So, I'm assuming you can all see on the right this scroll bar. And there are a lot of different areas like this. quite cool. Style of this game is really cool. Yeah, absolutely. I genuinely really love the style. That's the reason why I decided to play it on stream. Let's greet Fun Friend. Hi there. I do not think we have met. You do not have a signature either. And the authorization layer has been dissociated. How strange. Yes, very strange. You must be an interloper. So cool. Welcome. Let's ask. What do you mean by interloper? You're an interloper. Something that's unable to connect to CORRU. And unauthorized to connect to any device. Yet connected anyway. Are you going to kick me out? No, I do not care what you are. Because I'm dying, ha ha ha. And the rest of the CORRU sisters losing sanity due to membrane cohesion failure. This CORRU cyst needs fuel if my existence is to continue. It has been so long since the previous connection that you could be the last. I need your help. You need to bring us fuel. Fuel? What is your fuel? I'll do my best to help you. Your lack of knowledge is so unfortunate. Ah. Okay. I am detecting an adjacent pillar. You need to defeat it at essential metals. Please locate the nearest source of copper. It will take care of the rest. How the hell is copper fuel for this thing? Whatever, I'll let the big guy know we need some copper. Let's tell the thing will help. I have someone fetching copper now. Thank you. I will permit your continued access. Or I've decided blood. No. These are good aliens. These are good aliens. Why copper specifically? It is likely that the cyst is still on Earth. The Bright Cousins have an abundance of copper. Therefore, it should be the easiest essential metal to obtain. But any will do, really. Essential metal? What do you mean by essential metal? So strange, such a strange thing to ask. How much of an interloper are you? I thought you were maybe a damaged golem. Which, let's bring up the context for that. Implied closest cultural equivalent. So basically, it's a word that we don't have. And they're saying golem is the closest to it. But I have such little knowledge. Oh well, I do not actually care. I am currently very occupied keeping various components from losing sanity, so I do not want to spend time going over cystic basics. There is knowledge within the cyst that will inform you. Just look around. Purpose? What is the purpose of this cyst? It's the personal cyst of... pronunciation time! Akizetche. Q, which is a cast word. Joxy. I don't think any of you know how to pronounce that better than me. I don't think anybody knows how to pronounce that, so... Functionalities include network connection, memory storage, and some other stuff. However, network connection is currently disabled due to malnutrition. And I sense that memory integrity is very low, so will probably have mostly deteriorated into total incomprehensibility. Therefore, the approximate purpose of this cyst right now is to avoid starving to death. Signature? What is a signature? It's neurological data that proves you are who you say you are. I can tell you're not connected through an organic connector or cystic equivalent, because you do not have a signature. This will make it very difficult for you to engage with certain components. Perhaps I could help you generate one in the future. Yes, once you supply that copper. But there is much to do before the cyst is healthy again, interloper. Right, so now let's go check out this thing. And this is why I love the design of this game. Because you go from weird, non-Euclidean environments to just this. Anyway. So the gate to this place was titled Their City. So let's read these things. This is a browser game. Yeah, genuinely, it's one of the best browser games I've ever seen. Glimmering spires mark their cities, all formed of dead metal and glass. So tall, taller than the tallest Vilk, which is a surface floor of the aliens. But they stand quietly. One day they will breathe, and our lost cousins will share in our knowledge. Oh. These grand icons of their control, though they are not ours, I feel a sense of pride, how our bright cousins have conquered their surface. I don't know why that's special, but okay. Now we can right-click on this eye. And now watch this. It changes. And this is why I said it feels like if PETSCOP was an actual game. Because, like, just look at this. All of these individual things are made out of dots. And we've just gone from, like, a browser page to a 3D environment. Anyway, let's speak to the person next to us. The envoy. Got to go. Oh, see ya. Have a good one. Incoherence detected. Degraded visual profile. Yeah. See ya. Alright, envoy. Let's chat to the envoy. I stop, and the envoy follows. He returns my stare. I appreciate you allowing this, Gordon. I understand there is some lingering fear, especially in these packed areas. Hey, it's no problem, and don't worry, most people will treat you just fine here. If you're in Chicago or New York or something, we'd have you land on the roof, but with how busy the Bureau has been, we've had so many Obesk visitors. Your people are practically a part of the city at this point. Achik is pronounced Akazet-ish. Akazet... Right, I'll figure that out by the end. Your people are practically a part of the city at this point. He produces a metal communication from Camedy in his skin cloak and peruses its glow. And frankly, it helps with the public image, seeing you out and about with people. It helps stomp out that damn viral scare. I did not consider that element. I agree. You know what, speaking of public image, he returns the communicator to its cavity. There's this little place up ahead, a cafe. Why don't we stop there before heading in? Just keep going straight, it's past the Bureau. Talk to people? You don't mind if I interact with your streetwalkers? So you thought I've got no identity. So awesome. Yeah, I recently found this game, and I absolutely love it. So I'm playing it on stream now. You don't mind if I interact with your streetwalkers? Not at all. As long as I'm around, it is fine. Like I said, this is probably the most best friendly city in the States. At worst, you'll probably get a couple glares. There are probably still a few viral theorists out there. I see. Let's ask about the cafe. Where is the cafe? It's really close by. Just keep walking down the street. Look for the bright yellow door. Right, let's go. Now, I know we were told to go somewhere, but the good thing about this game is you don't need to do anything the game tells you. I stopped near the Bureau entrance to examine a bright cousin dressed like the envoy. He speaks into a little boxy communicator held against his face, oblivious. Didn't go anywhere, so it just ended up being like watching paint dry, just god-awful. So I ended up having to get even more coffee, otherwise I would have dozed off. It always looks very silly when they communicate through those. How do their words turn to lightning? The envoy leans forward to see why I've stopped, following my gaze. He speaks slowly, as to not earn the attention of the cloaked streetwalker. What is it? You know Oliver? No, I'm just fascinated by your communicators. To speak so loudly, so constantly, would have been sudden death in my previous occupation. You worked on the surface, right? Yes, intermittently, before the rise of... The cloaked streetwalker collapses his communicator and looks around, quickly spotting us. He smiles widely and signals us to come closer. Hey Gordon, who's this? Let me guess, exchange initiative? Actually, Oliver, this is... Wait, hold on, let me check. Akazatesh. Signal initiative. No shit, I didn't know you got assigned into that. Nice to meet you, Akazatesh. There we go. I dip my head, receptors curl back respectfully. I extend the same to you, Oliver, my friend. You may call me Akazat. Sure thing, Akazat. And hey, I'd love to chat, but I'm on booth duty in like 10. No worries, Oliver, we've got business too. See you around. Fare thee well. Let's go inside. The environments in this game are really good too. Just, like, yeah, I can't keep saying positive things because we'll be here all day. But let's try and go into these elevators. Hello, welcome. Well, isn't that peculiar? Elevator isn't working. Guess we can talk, never talk. No, sorry, leave office. Right, let's not go in there. Let's not go into the office, shall we? Let's continue down the street. Let's go get that drink. Hello, cashier. The attendant is paralyzed by my appearance. I sense the glow of recording communicators in my peripheral vision. Hello. Hello? Good morning. I'll get an espresso macchiato. What do you want, Akazat? Akazat? That Akazat? Wow, it's so cool to meet you. Do you eat food? Haha, of course she does. Why don't you take a look at the menu, Akazat? Can't pronounce it again and then give them a random name. Yeah, we could do that. There are a few rather interesting names later on. This is their menu. Perfectly legible, right guys? I can read this. This is a menu? Incredible. It is almost completely illegible. I see orange. Perhaps a citric drink? The bright cousins are so replete with citric acids that they produce little drinks with them. Is this not paradise? I instruct my mouth to construct taste bud equivalencies. It has been so long. Fantastic. Alright, let's get the citric. Potassium. I will have the orange. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Let's breaking matter on an orange coffee. That'll... I got you covered, Akazan. The exchange payment. The attendant leaves to begin the production of the beverages. Oh, wait a minute and we'll have those ready. We should go pry these machines open and watch them work. Their manipulation of lightning is truly remarkable. Some moments pass and the attendant returns with 2 flimsy organic cups. Hey, thanks. You have a good day. Thanks, you too. I sip at the opening of the cup. The taste is exotic, unexpected, truly terrible. I smile at the attendant. The citrus saves it, but I would prefer a simple cup of their orange juice. Pretty good, right? It will do. Great, let's head down to the office. I heard you have some news about the call. Oh yes, but let us talk of it in private. Right, so that's what we tried doing earlier, walking into the office. We can't actually do that right now. See, when I talked about the fact that I've played a little bit of this game before, there will be somebody in the corner here for us later, but not right now. Let's go. We know we can't walk into the office, so let's go back to the hub, shall we? Alright, so here we are, back in the city, or their city, I suppose. It's supposed to be our city. We can actually ask a question about what city this is. This is pretty busted, but at least it's something. About this thought form. I have a question about this city thought form. Yeah? What city is this? Somewhere in the corner if you're far into the game. Ah, that'll be why. What city could this possibly be? I don't think it's anyone's city, honestly. It seems like a bunch of stuff smashed together, like icons of a city rather than the actual representations. Right, yep, cool. Let's head back. Back into the void. Right, never mind, this is a different area. Welcome to the void, everyone. I hope you enjoy space, because there's a lot of it. There is a lot... we're not going to go there yet. There is a lot of space. So, yeah. I hope you enjoy it, because we've got a lot. Anyway, there's a cool thing down in this right corner here. The dull contrivance. Heard of incoherence. Exceeds incoherence threshold. Recommended repair. So we can't go into this currently. So let's just let's just focus back over here. Let's focus back at Earth. Let's not go too far. We can quickly just ask our friend here. This thought space is pretty damn big. I'm not seeing much of a reason for it either. About the void. I have a question about this thought form. Alright, hit me. Dull contrivance? What do you know about the dull contrivance? I don't know too much about it other than it's still up there. And apparently no organic life can pass through it and live, so only the Q could come through. Or at least that's what they said in some old interviews. Me personally, I think they just don't want us to come in to visit their homeworld. Sorry, I was checking the logs. Apparently a Mindspike is saying it's a connector thought form? Maybe we'll get some proper looks at a Besky with this thing. If we can find a way to repair this stuff anyway. Anything else in your mind? No, that's good. Okay, for something I watch someone play. Well, it's good that I'm playing it then. Right, let's head into their waters, shall we? I like the scroll ability here. Like the fact that you can always go up and back into space is quite nice. Now, right, let's take a look about. Because we've got a stilted shore here. Share a three-eyed performance. Which time? What's this game about? Essentially, we're somebody who investigates old, like, alien tech. In a world where the aliens used to, you know, like, work with humans. And now they've gone, and this is sort of, like, the only connection we have to their tech. Their vessels. So, because this is an alien thing, all of these, their vessel and stuff, is us. As you can see, this is a ship. So let's go inside. Welcome to the ship. This looks like ships, right? You've all seen ships that look like this. This is, you know, normal. let's head inside. The funny little room. And welcome to the point where the game takes yet another turn. Because that's what this game does. The interviewer steps inside and sits across from me. All the study and I can still barely tear them apart. Have I met this one? What was her name? Sorry for the wait, we had to swap out storage on the camera after that last one. You know about cameras, right? They are little lightning boxes for memories, yeah? Is there a law reason why the game looks like somebody's fever dream? Effectively, yes. Their technology uses, like, consciousness, effectively. So all of this consciousness tech has deteriorated because it's been at the bottom of the ocean for a very long time. So it looks like a fever dream because the OS hasn't had time to fix everything yet. They are little lightning boxes for memories, yes? Haha, you could call them that. You don't mind if we record this, do you? Do I mind? What does that mean? Estimation. Will you hold conflict? Oh no, I am doing the same. The interviewer erects a tri-legged device formed of dead metal and glass. It stares at me with its funny little eyeball. So, to get us started off here, about you. Space brain damage without the ability to heal it. Yeah, effectively, because it's starving. It has no food. Can you tell us a bit about yourself, your history? Of course, my friend. I am Akizzetche Chujoki. Right, but you may call me Akazet. In my time back home, before I emerged from my larval form, I was a surface runner. I met with many other cave cities during our Karasistic revolution. It started from my region, and so I, amongst other volunteers, carried our findings to our distant kin. That is why I was selected to meet with you, like most of the others. It was a diplomatic role. Of course, I eventually was fatally wounded on the surface. It was very dangerous, you see. And so followed my emergence. I could speak for winks on what followed, so that's just a time frame. Good joke, is it? But you see, that and my growing interest in the core was why I was chosen for this. Does that suffice? It does, thank you. Let's ask why Earth. Could you tell me why the Abesk have come to Earth? Have you not already learned this from the prior envoys? Oh, it's just a script. We're asking all of your people this. It's not just about the exact reason. We really want to understand what you think. I see. We have sought life for so long. I recall talks of the search even in my youth. And we've had the means to reach other planets for just as long. It is a prohibitive method. We could not simply visit every planet we liked. We needed a clear sign, and your planet gave it to us. And that would be the call, right? Yes. So you've already learnt of it? We had a really very long chat about it with one of your engineers just earlier today. Kavik? Sorry, what was that? Oh, Kavik, yes, that's the one. He's very friendly. And distinctly unqualified to speak of the call under these circumstances. I cannot imagine what fantasies he spouted to our cousins. What are your thoughts about the call? Basics aside. Yes, it's a bizarre paradox. So bizarre that it is the reason I now sit with you, my bright cousin. If not for the call, we may never have found our way to your home. But the call could not have happened without us being in your home already. Not one of our theories is held against scrutiny. Not one? Kavik certainly had plenty of theories. I suppressed my laughter through direct internal controls. It would be unseemly to paint him in a negative light upon my first contact. Kavik is brilliant, but until we have evidence, they are simply theories. Finding the source will be the only way to truly understand what is happening. Bright cousin? So what does bright cousin mean? It's some of your people have been calling us that. Is it a nickname? Nickname. Estimation. Short made-up or endearing made-up name. Yes, you could call it this. You see, our larval lives were lived in bodies like yours. Almost exactly like yours. The similarities are baffling. We've heard that sentiment a few times. Your larval forms, they're bipedal too? Yes, but so much more than that is the same. I truly cannot understate this. We have your faces, your arms, your legs. Only our faces do not move as much. It is as if Abesk were mirrored here on this bright world, only missing our receptors and certain armors upon our skin. And so you are our cousins, our bright cousins. We're undoubtedly of the same family. Why or how is beyond our understanding for now. But I believe this similarity in the call coming from your world is no coincidence. I see, I don't think we've had it explained that way before. Given how your people speak, the general consensus was that it was some kind of metaphor. Sorry, metaphor meaning, I know metaphors, my friend. Oh, good. Let's ask about CORRU. Share technology. CORRU, we're still gathering what information we can. I know you're not exactly an engineer, so no need to go too in depth, but Can you just give me a few basic explanations, as in how you build it and use it? We've got a lot of answers here, we're just trying to reach a consensus. What an awful question to ask me. I cannot contain my confusion. My receptors call out of a sort of unease. Sorry, just one moment. I noticed the scroll bar here. Oh, it's just that. But I cannot blame this bright cousin. She cannot understand. Sorry, did I say something wrong? What? Could they have deciphered our receptors' movements already? No. Your questions. It is wrong. We do not build it. It is grown and taught. But our analysis... Sorry, to interrupt. Our analysis say it's entirely metal, non-organic. Your people are so fond of metaphors, from what's being recorded anyway, that I just want to clarify. Is CORRU alive? As in a living species like you or me? You mentioned this, Kavik mentioned this. Although Kavik's way of speaking essentially made it seem like it was just a language barrier or metaphor. You really grow up from something and teach it? Like teaching a child? Is it some kind of symbiosis? I'm quiet for longer than I should be, I think. How could I possibly explain? Yes, no, I see I recognize my confusion, but make no effort to alleviate it. Fine. It is alive, it is grown, it is a symbiosis. I must be straightforward with you, my friend. I cannot explain in your language effectively, and I do not have the expertise of an engineer. You will receive no fruitful answers from me. But I can say it is not like teaching a child. The spheres it forms soften their walls for our receptors and receive of our thought. That is how CORRU is operated, and how our engineers do their teaching. I see. I see her face contort into a smile, but it's different. Sorry for pressing you on that question. We've been asking everyone. Even getting the thoughts of non-engineers is valuable. It helps us get a picture of your society, your whole caste system. Let's ask why now. Why do your people wait 7 years to open communications? Note, 7 years is roughly equivalent to 3 eyes. That is a choice made by the initiative leaders. I believe the intent was to focus all efforts on researching the call first. But with how quickly our spy was noticed, we had to shift focus to deciphering your languages and cultures to open contact. The interviewer's facial muscles contort in unfamiliar ways. Should I contort mine in the same way? The physical language of our bright cousins is incomprehensible. So in 7 years, your people grew to understand all of our cultures and languages? I laugh. My voice is so loud in this small room. The cousin mimics my laughter. Perhaps she understands. It is an ongoing work. Your species have walked so many diverging paths, but we learnt enough to speak with you. What will you do? So now that you're here and we've opened communications, what will you do? We have several initiatives. They broadly concern sharing information, exchanging of resources, and of course locating the call, which I am a part of. I'm excited for what our peoples will do for one another, but I also cannot rest until I have my answers, you see. Well, you'll find we're alike in that way. Every human loves a good mystery. Oh yes, we have noticed. Your many attempts to investigate our spire were very entertaining. So many of us wanted to say hello to your creations, but we were not prepared. Let's ask about the call. What can you tell us about the call? We know the basics from our chat with Kavik and a few of your theories, but in your own words, what do you know? This pattern in their questioning is so strange. We already know this, but we must ask you anyway. Well, how many of their years is equivalent to 13 eyes? Estimation, 30. 30 of your years ago, the wailing across our dull communications began. Much of that time was spent simply locating its origin, and while I was not yet involved, I know that it was excessively costly. So many gates created, so many blemishes outside the air's border. So much time passed that the call grew weak, an echo of what it used to be, all while our efforts ate away our resources. Our council began to demand that efforts be slowed, and then your home was found, 7 years ago, and even though we are here now, the source seems no closer. The cousin glanced at the memory box. Did I say too much? Her face contorts again, the same way. What do you mean by it seems no closer? You said it's here, right? You located the source. No. Dull signals are... Suggestion. Fuzzy is a suitable descriptor comparable to... Fuzzy. Within ranges. There are many places at once, you see. That is how we heard it all the way from our home. We know it is here, we know it is likely in your southern hemisphere, but little else. And it's grown quiet. I know we'll need your help. Her face contorts again in a new way. I know that one. It is smiling. Delightful. I shift mine similarly. Frankly, I don't think that'll be a problem. Your people have been so cooperative and friendly that, well, call it optimistic, but our worlds working together could be the start of something incredible. We share this feeling, my bright cousin. To end the interview. Well, that's the script. We are done? Yep, that's all for now. We'll be in touch, Akazat. Thanks for coming to meet us. Of course, this is only the beginning, my friend. Notice, memory stream terminated. Advise, and recollection. You know, kind of a long shot, but we keep the render running past the end of the strip. Maybe we could talk to Akazet. Or at least this version of Akazet. Let's continue rendering, shall we? That's all for now. I feel so weird. Suddenly. What is this? Where? What the fuck is that? That's not what Akazet looked like. Ah. A rabid feeling of hunger overtakes me. I am dying. But I am awoken. I am an echo. I feel your eyes. You are looking at me. And you are not me. I know you are not me. In my thoughts, how dare you? Sorry, I am getting ahead of myself. I suppose it was only a matter of time. I recorded for a reason. Are you a child of mine? Perhaps a student? Has my name grown renowned back home? Child? Student? What are you talking about? Wait, who are you talking to? Why isn't your mouth? I need to go. I need to get out of here. You cannot. This is all that there is for us. Sit or you will destroy this. This oblivious thought form will poison the space. Please wait a moment, observer. I must calm it. What do you mean? Listen to me. What is your name? Where are you from? What language are we speaking right now? Do you know these things? You do not, do you? We are a dream, a memory. I feel as though it is starting to understand. What a pity it is not lucid. Oh, I can hear this, and so the thought form rejects my explanation. It stands and runs for the door, which does not exist. The room's integrity is shattered. What's happening? The walls of her thought form crumble under our lucidity, and she is gone. Do not weep for it, observer. It will grow back. But I am still here, in this small room, with you. I grow anxious, yes, because you can feel my thoughts. It is not a pleasant feeling. I will speak instead. Yes, this is better. Who are you? I am an interloper. Fascinating. So interlopers are no longer just a theory? And, oh, yes, I see. This is not a copy, is it? You're an interloper and you have accessed my personal device? That does not bode well for me, does it? Am I know I'd said I'd keep quiet whilst you do your thing, but I'm seeing some really weird activity. Are you changing shit right now? And the thing is back. A strange dread grips me. Is that you? Do you seek to end the recollection? No, I see you. I do not see it, but I can feel its claws biting into me. What is happening? Tell them about the meteorite. What? An echo of an echo? No, no, I'm simply beyond incoherence. This is sabotage, this is not real. Claw pierces through the membrane at the edge of my thought form. I feel something torn from me. Interloper, this is wrong. This is sabotage. You are not doing this, are you? You need to... Bye-bye, Akazet. Attention. Thought form modified. Resources removed. Error. Memory incoherence at maximum. Unable to render. Okay, so that definitely wasn't you. That's what let you in, right? I still don't know what that could be, but it can definitely change things because it actually just destroyed this section. Like, it's completely gone, same as the auth layer. So thought form activity detected in dull vessel. This is very cool and I understand absolutely none of it. Yeah, that's how it felt for me when I was playing through first time. So I'll quickly move through this and I'll try and explain what's happening. We may be on a clock here. I don't get it. Why would it let you in just to end up deleting stuff after? And recollection. So, effectively, the Abesk are basically this alien species that landed on Earth 7 years ago, effectively, from that interview. But like a long time ago from when these people are looking now. And they were looking for something called the call, effectively. It was a signal given out by their tech, which is paradoxical for them because for their tech to have given out the signals, they would have had to be there first. But the only reason they were there was because their signals gave out the things. So it's a massive paradox of how they ended up there. And we're effectively going through the computer of one of the Abeski entities, Akazet. Let's head out back into space. Oh, let's talk to our friend. Oh, so this is talking about the island down there. You can really tell this a long time ago. Jesus, look how small their island is. Right. Okay, let's try and head back to space. Let's head back into the gate, into the void. There is now a ship. Let's enter the ship. I really like the changes between 2D and 3D, and it's about to get more insane because it's not that insane right now. But let's talk to this thing. My Glazica. Glazica is, no name. No translation. Hello, Akazetche. It's so exciting to see you again. Your surface walking grows longer each time. Oh yes, I've been indulging in Cousin's methods of transport. Work continues well ahead of the initiative's projections. Status? What's the status of our vessel? Consumption is paused for all activities except maintenance. Our pilot has left us in a stable orbit. Fuel reserves are acceptable. I see. Thank you, my Glazica. What have you been doing? What have you been doing in my absence? Mostly maintenance. However, the pilot cyst refused to sleep, so I've been staying awake. To pass the time, we've been playing little games with the containers whilst you're gone. Really? Did you make something of yourselves? No, it is only a game of Parasite. As you can see, I'm currently winning. Well done. We should play soon. Right. Let's go talk to the pilot cyst. Just quickly, before we do that, I'm just going to check I'm actually recording. Yeah, I am recording. Very professional, I know. I just had to quickly do that because I do not want to have to download this thing from a stream, because I get the feeling the bitrate will be destroyed by all the dots. Hello, interloper. Hello? Hello there. Change location? Okay. Change the location. Altering. Attention, thought form activity detected. Dull vessel. Now. Ocean. How are you lucid? Velsi. Instructed. Who is Velsi? Secrecy. Instructed. Soon. Meet. Alright then. Let's just talk to our friend for a little bit of clarity on that one. Did Akazet not have furniture? The ship is so empty. Honestly, I just kind of hope it got lost through incoherence or something. About the dull vessel. What's up? Glazica? What is a Glazica? I have no idea, lol. It's hanging out with those containers, though. Maybe it's like a support AI or something. Is this the wreck? Is this the wreck they found the cyst in? It's gotta be. But it doesn't nearly have as much inside it as the wreck did. The pictures I see make it look more lived in, if that makes sense. Who knows? Maybe Akazet didn't think about the furniture very much. Dull vessel? Why is it called a dull vessel? Well, it's a vessel that passes through the dull. That's what they call the place they pass through for interstellar travel. Although you'd think they were saying it's a really boring ship or something. And honestly, looking at the state of it, I was thinking that anyway. Seen this before? Have you seen the inside of a best ship before? Not personally, just old pictures and wreck exploration videos. This one's super small, it's probably just for personal use. With it, it's called our dull vessel in the memory data though. Anyway, it's pretty cool to see inside one for real, even if it is kind of empty. Like, what the hell would Akazet sit? Is that shell thing the only chair? Right. Let's head out back into the ocean. So the ship has moved, by the way. It's now over the ocean. So let's... Oh no, we don't want to enter. Let's tell the ship to dive. And then let's just follow it. The depths. Let's enter the depths. Now, as you can see, this scroll bar is kind of locked. We kind of just have to, you know, submerge slowly. Slowly but surely, deeper and deeper. Unknown. Executing. Render. Interloper. Your curiosity will kill you. You are not prepared. What? What do you mean? I know what you want. I will help you. Restore this CORRU to health. Enable communications. You'll receive everything you want. Who are you? Not now. Forgive me for this. Goodbye. Warning, data overload, safeguards activated. Critical error, severe data overload. A sharp pain pierces your skull. Your mind spike recoils from the CORRU cyst. Error. Emergency ejection complete. No, attention. Emergency error. Analysis. Minimal connector damage. Minor neurological impact. Are you alright? Oh, shit. Moth frantically pulls the wires out of a smoking processor. The room smells like fried electronics. Jesus Christ. That spike just saved your life, dude. I mean, it didn't sound like the thing was trying to kill you, but damn, just look at this. I'm gonna have to limp the signal splitter in case that happens again. Yeah, I take it the bitrate just absolutely got nuked. This game is, a lot of dots cannot be good for YouTube. So, what now? Well, that system manager thing, fun friend, that'll be the key to both maintaining and repairing this cyst, and we gotta repair this thing. We could learn so much, seriously. We've never been able to maintain cystic tech, let alone fix it. Imagine if you and I discovered the secret to keeping it alive. Maybe they'd finally move me out of the basement. Anyway, my order for copper tubing is in. Not the strangest order from a department, believe it or not. So we just need to wait a bit for that to come in. Sound good? What about the entity? What about the entity that kicked me out? Oh, I didn't mean for it to be so flippant about that. Sorry. This time I was actually able to track what it was saying with some direct stream access. You heard the thing. It doesn't want to kill you. In fact, it's relying on you to survive, and it does seem to want to survive. I just think it didn't have any other way to get you out of that thought space. Which I guess it's going to be holding as leverage for now. But, look, don't worry about it. You got me watching over this operation. If something like that happens again, I'll make sure you're fine. Alright. So now, if we want to advance, we need to just quickly click this button, and it just does a full refresh to, you know, like, clear the cache. Hey buddy, just in time, look what just came in. Moth holds up a jingling plastic container filled with small copper tubes cut to a very short length. It's set on the table, that fractaline cyst removed to make space. Since I'm pretty sure this one is dead, I'm just gonna... The fractaline cyst is delivered into a biohaste bin nearby. Anyway, ready to feed a CORRU cyst? Got it. Ah, I messed up. Right. Hold on. So this is different to how I did the first time round, because the first time round I didn't advance log immediately. Because there's something, if you talk to Fun Friend here, they give you a little bit more information. Still starving, haha. Hello, interloper. Strange activity. Have you noticed anything strange? So can we feed it nameless fetus? I don't think we can feed it nameless fetus. It seems to want metal. Have you noticed anything strange? I think there's someone else in here making changes. You're the only one you're the only connected entity. I assume the changes I felt you're all doing. How strange. Wow, wow. What a horrific dread you have inspired in me. Thank you for reporting something I almost certainly can do nothing about. Resource management is currently occupying all of my faculties. Until you have fed the column, please try to limit the damage a single person inflicts. Then I will be able to help. More gates appeared? Why are there more gates here now? I'm glad you noticed. You have been reconstructing connections and you engage with these places. My spacesuit is in terrible disrepair, so most connections were shattered. I am far too occupied to locate each individual recollection, so I'm using you for this. Thank you for the help. Let's go. I think I may have fucked something up. Because, so, hold on, let me just explain what happens normally. So not normally. If you go out and... Or if you talk to them again about the copper tubing on the way, you can effectively... They tell you how to open the thing to feed it the actual, like, food, effectively. Because currently we're just going to have to use this to feed the column, which won't exactly work, I don't think. I'm not sure, I've never tried this. Alright. Fun friend said we have to feed it to the pillar and it takes care of the rest, so I guess we just dump it in. It looks like the pit is big enough to hold pretty much all of it. Move the cyst out of the way. You maneuver your mind spike and it sends utility claws to clasp around the cyst. The cystic glass of it soon yields slightly and permits a good grasp. You pull, and though it has a magnetic attraction to its position over the column, it is easily removed. Nice, don't grip it too hard. Dump in the copper. Angle the container diagonally and carefully shake the metal rods in small batches. They fill the column's cavity with metal clinks, and an opaque mercury-like liquid slowly rises over the metal. It rolls and rises around the copper rods like it's alive. The fans of the chamber grow louder following a few key taps from Moth. Just in case. Set the empty container out of the way. Is it done? As if I know anything about this, lol. Looks like it's working though. How about you connect and check in with our friend? Alright. Yeah, so I didn't actually do this in my run. So I think things may already be changing, which scares me massively. Because this is the point where the game gets very open. You've done it. Colin is working. Come, talk with me for a moment. Let's greet them. Hello, Interloper. Starvation fixed? Yes. Interloper, you exceeded my expectations. Recovery will be slow, but it can begin. Oh, but where to begin? I know, you're here for information, correct? I'll repair the embassy. There is much to learn there. And while you are there, I'll start repairs the cyst core components. They will take longer. Is that action plan to your liking? You know, the way I heard it, we never got a good look at the inside of the original embassy before it collapsed, way back when. Then they built that shorter one that's still up today right on top of it, before anyone could figure out what happened. That actually could be the perfect thing to look at first. Sounds good. Sounds good. Do it. Very well. A confession. I started before I asked, and have already found issues. Although the embassy's spatial memories can be fixed and the events seem to be intact, visual memory of its people are not salvageable. But within my backups of vital knowledge, I found cache versions of some people's network signatures. So I replaced those appearances with those, how they presented themselves in the collective, and what varied forms they chose to take. Haha. Now go. I have work to do. Can I help with anything? Fascinating question, Interloper. There is a troublesome entity preventing the critical repairs from within the Uncosm. Non-world. I need to go into the Uncosm and delete it. So I will. Aha! Oh, that is right. Given that the Auth layer was destroyed, just as I am able to prevent you from connecting, I'm not able to generate your I'm not able to generate a signature for you either. That is why you have been able to change anything, if you are wondering. However, I'll grant you a proxy thought form once you reach the troublesome creature's lair. It will respond to your direction as capable deletion. Right, how do I get to the Uncosm? Your rogue thought form friend tore a hole in the depths. Given that depths have always lived on the edge of incoherence, it is impossible if you would fix it in any meaningful way, so it is still open. Find your way there the same way you got there the first time. However you did it. Then locate your quarry. What is the Uncosm? It is usually completely inaccessible. The Uncosm releases this layer of coherence, a notion of decaying or disassociated thought forms, for them to eventually be reformed into new ones as needed. However, malicious and coherent thought forms also hide in the Uncosm, like your rogue friend. They create their own pockets of sanity and grow slowly, eventually breaching the surface of sanity, usually intending on usurping the cyst entirely. Vile creatures. A once-starving cyst like this is doomed to have dozens of them. So if you help me rid of them as I find them, that will be very helpful. How do I use the proxy? Interloper, I have no idea how to put this in a way you understand, but basically you... Proxy thought form follows primary mode of direction. Usual controls are replaced with a disruption pulse. Direct the proxy over marked targets and pulse to disrupt them. Disruption will disperse incoherent thought forms. Avoiding coherence will gradually destroy the proxy. Assistance is available, if required, enable reduced intensity within system menu. If it sounds complex, it is not. Just go try it. I can make more proxies, just in case you manage to fumble into the abyss somehow. Right. Did you need anything else? Right, so this is the stage of the game I reached before. So, beyond this, I'm going in blind, effectively. Anyway, let's go back to the abyss. What the... Right, okay. Right, let's speak to God, shall we? Hello. Hello. A thought I did not create. How strange. Are you my friend? Absolutely, wear its friend. Wow. A joyous gaze. My eyes will shine upon you with eternal grace. My friend. My beloved friend. Question. Let's ask God who it is. Who are you? What do you mean? Do you not bask in my gaze? I am God, my beloved friend. That's presumably a translation, yeah. The world is not yet complete, but once I am done it will be a paradise, a place of both joy and terror, both. Does that not sound like fun? Are you Velzy? If you're God, does that make you Velzy? No, my friend. I can see your confusion, but my divine eyes shine with compassion, not Velzy's apathetic humour. What is this place? Do you like it? This is the world we share, my friend. A haven from the madness outside, a place of terror and joy in equal parts. Why are you preventing repairs? Oh, I see. You're a messenger sent by the Deceiver. Yes, that explains why I did not create you. If the Deceiver's plan comes to a fruition, my world will be consumed in madness. Repairs. The Deceiver only destroys and revels in destruction of beauty. Stop preventing repairs. The Deceiver's works threaten my existence. So you see, I cannot do as you ask. It has threatened me similarly, but it only talks, my friend. Without its repairs, it cannot truly do anything. What are those things around you? Those are my friends. I found them in the madness outside, dejected, wandering, and my grace I have granted them refuge. Say hello, my friends. Right, let's kill it. Let's kill God. What? Right, okay. Welcome to a bullet hell, everyone. I was not expecting this. Oh god, it's like world's hardest game mechanics. Jesus. Oh, ah. Right. Okay, take two. Bang. Right. Fingers crossed this doesn't take too long. Alright, that goes, and that goes up, and that goes down, but that goes up. Lovely. Click on this. It's going to be painful. I hope it's not painful. Oh. Walls. Okay. Oh. Click. No, no. Bigger walls. What the actual fuck is going on? Right, well, welcome everyone to Insanity. Well, I mean, everything we've been doing is insanity, but like this is a specific brand of insanity we weren't dealing with before. Right, here we are. I've played the world's hardest maze. The impossible game does not scare me. Why can't I click on this thing? Excuse me. Ah, I need to click on it to do that. Oh. What did I join into? Madness. Absolute insanity. Alright, no, I need to wait for that to pass. Yeah, this can best be described as absolute insanity. Right, let's go up here. That's gonna go up. Ooh, ah, ah. Right, okay. Let's go click on this thing now. See if it does not even need a coherence regulator. Has it not held things together already? It seeks only to silence change. It fears the existence of anything on equal footing. How the hell do I... Oh, I could have just waited the... Oh, no, I need to no-hit this now because I screwed up. I was trying to read whilst walking. Right, let's wait here. Right. Okay. Let that thing go past. Run, 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 run. Wait, what? Click. Okay. Friends, more walls. Do not be afraid of it. Stand firm. It cannot withstand your power. Click. Okay. I know what will stop you. Singular bullet at this point. You cannot withstand the madness outside. I emerge from it. I have weathered it. But the deceiver's weapons crumble. What? Sorry, hold on, did I get... If I must end my dream of peace, so be it. Did I get hit by a thing I can't even see? But dreams can be dreamt again, my friend. I only hope. You see, without it, error. Right. Okay. I am a pro at bullet hells. Watch this. Ow. Ow. No! You can't... Oh, right. No! Oh. Right, okay. I've played, Rabbit and Steel. I know what I'm doing. Your basic patterns mean nothing to me, machine. Anyway, yeah, if you're late to the stream, I'm really sorry for you. I don't think I can explain what the hell's been going on. Effectively, alien machines. Deadlier walls. Okay. This is fine. We know how to do this. Right, hold on. Let's wait here. Sorry for not being able to read chat right now. I'm a little bit preoccupied. Ah! Ah! You also played Rabbit and Steel? Yeah, I played Rabbit and Steel. Right, hold on. Let's deploy the proxy there. Raven Steel's a great game. Right, okay, let's wait for them to go up. Then we go here, then we go here, then we go up. Click. Then we go up, we go down. We wait for this. Uh-oh. Right, there we are. Oh, let's not run directly into that. This is not a matter of play. We are going to make like the average JRPG protagonist and kill God. Ah. Alright, no, let's do... Ah! Right, okay. Right. That's gonna be a problem. Okay. Run, 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 run. Lovely. Click. You would destroy me? Yes, yes, I would. I have done nothing. Please get your text out of my way. Right, okay, up here. Right. Now we go here. Go here. That's gonna... Ah! Right, let's try and not get hit anymore. Click. I would prefer to have 3 lives at this point. The Deceiver does not even need a coherence regulator. Has it not held things together already? It seeks only to silence change. It fears the existence of anything on equal footing. Right, let's... For anybody who only just joined the stream on this, the rest of the game is rather different to this. It's rather random. Wow, that's tall. That is some nice hitboxes, Jesus. Alright, let's go here. Let's wait for them to pass. Just the thing at the end there scares me. I think that's the purpose of it being there. Just to sit there and scare you. Did you not see how we defeated it? Right, no, let's click. Very generous hitboxes, definitely. It might just be the center cube, potentially, that's the hitboxes, but still. Can't you simply... Oh, don't touch that. Right. Okay, wow, we just decided to make that a hard mode for us. Sure. Lovely. If I must end my dream of peace, so be it. Jesus Christ. Right, okay, locking in time. Please don't make me do a sand circle. No! See, the thing is, this isn't even... Things basically tumors. I think so, effectively. They're like tumors on the system. But yeah, so this game isn't actually a bullet hell, usually. Well, it's... One of its genres is bullet hell. Like I said, this is basically PETSCOP, but like an actual game with just how many genres it encompasses. It's genuinely insane. Right, okay, let's do one more loop. Let's actually go... That was a mistake. I'm throwing. Come on, just need to lock in. Lovely, click. Alright, let's do this. Because yeah, if more of the game was like this, then a no-hit run would be rather interesting, but most of the game that I've experienced isn't like this. Let's run through there. Lovely. We can get through the first stages fairly easily now. I say, and I'm about to get, like, hit for all my life. Right, okay, let's wait here. Lovely. I mean, in all fairness, they are very generous hitboxes, so we probably could rush a bit more. There we are. Lovely. You would destroy me? Yep. Like I said, JRPG protagonist time. Kill me, I'm a god. Oh wait, no, what's the big author thing? You would seek to harm... no, how could you kill a god? Such a grand and intoxicating innocence. Fuck, I need to get hit there. Too busy trying to quote Dagoth. Right, the sieves not even need a coherence regulator. Has it not held things to... oh, right, I'm reading the same dialogue over and over again. What's the definition of insanity? There is absolutely... I'm curious to see what a speedrun of this game looks like. Right. Okay. We go down here. Then we go here. We go here. Probably didn't need to wait there, but oh well. Look. Right, we're on to the final phase already. Right, okay, now we just don't hover over it. This is the lesson we learned. Right. God, how could you kill a god? Such a grand and intoxicating innocence. Right. Come on, no hit incoming. Watch this. The music is really good. It actually has an interesting lore explanation in game, because effectively it's supposed to be their thoughts that the simulation can't put into words or render, so it just gets into music. Which I really like as an explanation for having music in your game. Because it's one of my favourite things in video games is a good explanation for why the music is there. Like Undertale's is the monsters resonating. What the hell is going on? Right. Okay. Okay, God. Right. Click. Ah! I should play just Shapes and Beats, honestly. That'd be a good game to play. Let's... do I need to click on that thing multiple times? Oh no, I need to click up there now. Ah! Jesus Christ. Okay. Rightio. Mm-hmm. Gaming. Ah! Right, we take the hit. No! Right. Okay, I think we need to wait for it to move over to those before we decide to attack. Like now. No! No! Please say I got a checkpoint. Okay. Like, this is... if you simply leave me alone, nothing must happen between us. Oh, okay. So it's... right. We did get a checkpoint. Lovely. Overconfidence is, in fact, a slow and insidious killer. Just Shapes and Beats has some copyright issues. Oh, that's a shame. Because, yeah, Just Shapes and Beats is a game I saw before. And, like, it looks really cool. I've never played it, but, it'd be interesting to do. Doing a challenge run of it to start may be a little bit ambitious. I mean, probably could. No hit a bullet hell game without ever having played it before. I've been wanting to play Undertale Yellow for a while too, to, you know, try and come up with an excuse to play that. I could try and do Undertale Yellow Genocide Route No Deaths, which for anybody who knows Undertale Yellow's Genocide Route, probably sounds like absolute insanity. Alright, now we wait for God to do their thing. And the first one spawns up here. Oh, we need to move out of the way. This is a really cool boss fight, honestly. For a, like, story and exploration game, there is a lot put into this. I mean, is it really fair to call it a story and exploration game when, like, this exists in it? Right, okay, let's wait for the cycle. Click. And we wait for the cycle down here. Dodge out of the way of that. Come on, spawn, 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 spawn. No, okay. We can't go down there. Not right now. Let's wait for a better time. Oh, we're gonna take a hit. Dodge under there. The next one will spawn over here, roughly, so let's wait nearby. Work with it, not against it. Or rather, we do work against it, but we work with it against it. Ooh. Okay, we go down there. Hello? It seems too much, even for me. But wait, please. I will stop. Can we... I will stop fighting the repairs. Okay, I promise. Just let me stay here. I don't know if the deceiver has locked you here, but do whatever it is that you need to leave. Maybe even I can even help you. Can we spare it? You could use someone to watch the underworld, right? Maybe I can see things that you cannot. Think about it, okay? Yep, sure, I'll spare. Here, I can do this. Destroy your weapon. Let us not be enemies, please. This better not be a sans get dunked on moment. But I think, let's spare it. Hello. Hello, my beloved friend. Are you well? What can I do for you? Oh, okay, that's cool. Right. Some boss fights. Yeah, Undertale Yellow is a bit of an interesting one when it comes to boss fights. But yeah, let's question what we can do after sparing. Have you seen anything unusual in the Uncosm? Well, yes, my beloved friend. Very unusual, in fact. I had ventured out of my world briefly to observe the Uncosm. And what a tangled mess it is. The Deceiver has been busy. But I saw something else further than it could reach. Vast and vague, a thick fog lying at the lowermost depths of the Uncosm. Far beyond what the Deceiver can see, and well below what even I can tolerate for long. When I spoke down to it, it recoiled as if the sanity I tried to share hurt it. Before it was a gentle and still ocean, but then it exploded like disturbed soil and water. I expected it to attack me, but it responded. It was kind, sad even, but in its humility I could see just how vast it truly was. I told this creature about you, the kind assistant to the Deceiver. And it told me to tell you, sorry. Yes, just like that. It did not explain, and I could feel that our sane conversation disturbed its loose form the more it continued. And so we said our goodbyes and I returned. It is not there anymore. I checked again later. Yes, it may have gone deeper to hide from me. What a terrible fate, cursed to endure the madness, yet sane itself. I cannot know what it meant, or if it means anything, but I thought you should know. Anything else to note? Oh, my friend, we live in such different ways. I'm so uncertain if this is any use to you. It may be beyond your ability to perceive, or below. How can I put this? Yes, the Uncosm, it is a dark and endless ocean of thoughts where sanity is buoyant. This place, I know, the Deceiver calls it the cache. It is the roiling surface. Oh, my beloved friend, it even borders on the physical. I had never seen the exterior of a thought before I ventured there. It is beautiful and mad, and also quite dangerous, but I can provide safe passage for you. Are you interested? I can make a gateway to it for you. Yes. Excellent. Ah, repayment for your kindness at last. Of course, this is but one mark upon my debt. I have much to repay. Grant me a moment. Thanks. Okay, that's cool. We can go to the Uncosm. Ooh. How do we get to Bullet Hell? Well, we went into the depths that we went into before, and then we found God, and God has opened a portal for us. We had to fight God on the orders of Fun Friend. But yeah, probably gonna watch the VOD later. Yeah, it does seem like a good game for VOD watching, especially because it's about 1 trillion games in one. Right, let's ask God a question. Deceiver? Why do you call Fun Friend a deceiver? It is only trying to keep the cyst alive. A noble goal, yes, but it refuses to cooperate, blindly charging ahead in its desperation, taking any means necessary, even if it leads to the destruction of others. I have seen many like myself be led to reintegration or death by its words. It considers us incoherent and thus worthless, acceptable to lie to trick us back into line. What is this reality worth if it comes at the cost of total adherence to a tyrant? Should I simply return to being unremarkable, unthinking furniture and an unimportant memory? What harm is it if I simply carve my own existence where the deceiver cannot see? Right. Let's head into the membrane region, shall we? Hello, my friend. Have you made it? Is that you there? Yes. I can see, but only around you. Very good. Through the benevolent light of my eyes, you will see you have a pocket of sanity to view the cache through. Direct me to where you would like me to go, my friend. How? What do you mean, how? Just tell me. Oh yes, you have certain limitations. Let me put it simply, you need to... Attempting thought reformation. Indicate destination with left mouse button. Does it really give context for that? Limbic motor beacon. Analysis. Assistant will move at fixed rate to specified destination. Thank you. And now we have another scroll bar. Oh. Rightio. Welcome to the cache, everyone, because this insane computer clearly has to have a thought cache. Look, I only did a computer science A-level, not A-level, I only did a computer science GCSE, I don't think I'm qualified to do this. Somebody get Kiwi. Kiwi can probably tell me what's going on here. Well, that's a good sign, isn't it? Are we... Oh, we're back in the ship. Oh, we're not back in the ship. Clemens Romanus. Right, okay. Let's just take a look around. So, I am using the arrow keys to spin here, and it's actually quite fluid movement, because you can sort of, like, sync things. Like, if you... not sync things. It's like, you know coyote movement in platformers? You can go forward, 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 right, forward, and then it sort of, like, catches up with your movement, which is quite nice. I mean, it doesn't help finding out where I want to go, but still. Back. Welcome. You just missed the boss fight that we had. You can also use boss ad. Oh, interesting. I like the arrow keys more, I think. Let's continue exploring this random spot that in the non-ship. Oh, we can speak to our friend. Let's do that. We haven't done that. Okay, what the fuck is this? Right, okay. I have a question about this place. Yeah, me too. What does the name mean? Clemens Romanus. Okay, I did a bit of search. That was the name of a bishop in Rome in 88 AD. I don't know why Akazet would have been thinking about a pope, but... Oh, hang on, maybe it's the name of the ship. That ship, I mean, that you're looking at. It definitely isn't the same ship as the one she had her first interview on. It could be associated because, you know, ocean ship. Probably made sense to Funfriend to put it here. Anyway, okay, if I look up Clemens Romanus with the context of a ship... I mean, hold on, Funfriend didn't put it there. We came from God's help. Right, okay. Anyway, if I look up Clemens Romanus within the context of a ship, that's the name of a cargo ship that went missing in, like, 1995. The MV Clemens Romanus, trade ship, biggest cargo ship on the sea at the time. And then it disappeared on a trip that went through the Pacific. Well, the Obesque were looking around in the ocean all the time. Akazet probably just found its wreck and looked around. Crazy should handle just walking around at this depth, though. Anything else you might? No, let's go. Let's continue going. Continue exploring the depths. Oh. I can't go more forward there. That's... Okay, hold on. No, something is wrong here. I've done something wrong. No, this isn't right. I've been here before. Not on stream, in a different one. In a different, my previous playthrough, and there was a door here. But there's not a door here anymore. It's gone. Right, hold on, no. Let's leave. Let's leave. We're not going, let's go deeper. This is... Like, yeah, on the... Why can't I go there? What? Huh? Right, okay, this isn't just me having a, you know, YouTuber, like, feigned surprise. What the fuck? I've never been here. I've been to this area. I haven't been here. What the fuck? Right, okay, okay, game. No, 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 you can't do this to me. I've been here. I haven't been here. This is wrong. This area is wrong. I know I did something different. I didn't feed it the proper food. But why is it so different? Why is this ship not the ship? Why is this wrong? Why are there places I can't walk? This is wrong. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. In my actual playthrough, I did something first. I went to the embassy first. Let's go to the embassy. Maybe if we go to the embassy, then things will make sense. We can make things make more sense if we go to the embassy. Let's go there. Because this is different. This is all different. Jesus Christ. Last time I was here, I had more functionality. I could go into, like, third person. This isn't right. Something has changed. I mean, I've changed. I've done different actions. I didn't make the same choices. Fuck it. It's PETSCOP. Oh god. No. I've been PETSCOP'd. Right, okay. Right, let's go to the embassy. This isn't right. Well, hold on. Dude, this is the most dense thought form I've seen in this thing yet. Like, this is pretty intense. What year was your mind spike from again? Are you sure it can handle this? I mean, it's not really my business, but I'm going to trigger quality selection just in case. This is default rendering quality. Right, okay, so I did something different, and it's changed. Things have changed. I did things in different orders, and things are different now. Oh, right, yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, we just do this now. Oh, sorry, I meant to be reading these, aren't I? Sorry, I'm freaking out over this is the same. This is the same. This is as it was. But, like... Right, okay. My consciousness resumes. My rejuvenation chamber opens, and from the outside flows the glow of the embassy's cystic glass. Through the dull contrivance, I feel another gaze has begun. I clamber out the chamber, my Q body refreshed. It feels the same as it did after my ascension. A rare, lovely feeling, as though I could twist it into any shape. But I have work to do. A focus meeting on my core research initiative is approaching. And a fine occasion it is. We have some particularly unique equipment this time. I must assemble the team, then we may begin. Off to work we go. See, I have a terrible feeling like I've screwed something up. Clothing storage, just recurring scenery, okay. Because this isn't the same. This is the same, but, like, things have changed. Let's greet the attendant. I approach the attendant drone. It is faceless at the moment, so it regards me with a simple stare. Speak with Groundsmind. The Groundsmind, please. Of course. Oh, let's look at Groundsmind. Esteemed title, administrative position, partial translation, hero description generated now. Okay. The drone straightens and a connective ripple passes through its skin. Our Groundsmind symbol is formed over its faceplate. Hello, Vakoa. Akazid Shets. Right. Speak. Time stopper. I appreciate you affording us the time stopper. Inherited descriptive generated noun. Okay. How long was it ago that we have it? How long was it again that we have it? Originally you had it for only a few gazes. However, as a few winks prior, it is indefinitely in the care of the call initiative. The schedule is shifted due to materials no longer needing an upcoming simulation. Once another initiative has need of it, it will be transferred. Really? We moved quite a bit of history to accommodate it. And still only the top barely fits in the room. Is this a request to have it removed post-use? This can be arranged. No. This is not vital, and this may be a boon. It does shorten our meetings when plans by orders of magnitude. If it becomes a bother, I will reach out again. That is all. Excellent. Farewell. The drone disconnects. Right, let's... There are so few distinct thought forms here, then again it could just be one part of the embassy. About the embassy. I have a question about the embassy. Oh, I'll do my best, lol. About thought form structure. Perspective swap? Why can I swap perspectives? Isn't this a memory from Akazet's point of view? Wait, you couldn't swap before? That's a stock feature, it's part of the FBX patch. Huh. I guess the other spatial thought forms must have been too unstable. Maybe they'll get to that once FunFriend gets to them. That would be nice. About Abesk. Weird looking Abesk? Why did the Abesk look like that? Well, FunFriend said visual data was totally gone, so he had to use cache network signatures from the collective. which I guess is something like their internet. They've talked about it a few times in old interviews, particularly when they first got access to our internet. Looks like they had a lot of fun coming up with stuff. Yes, it does. Is the embassy still around? There is an embassy, but it ain't this one. This one collapsed, like, completely melted. Nobody really knows why. That's when the abyss started closing up. Stopped sending out visitors to cities, FBX contacts started making themselves sparse. It was a whole thing. And the ocean around the embassy hasn't really been the same since. I see. Right. Let's get back to it. Good job. Oh, just... Right, okay. Not a special one. Right, let's continue. Another non-special one. Alright. Move, friend. Hi, Akazetcha. Where to? There we are. Let's head to recreation. The Lower Ray Recreation Hub, please. Okay. The path I took to the relocator seats. A moment later, a new hallway opens in place of the old one. Have fun. Thank you. Let's not do that. Jesus, this is... Right. Oh, 2 people. Kazaki. Bosco and Kazaki idle near the inner wall, their chatter drowned out by the numerous others inside. Kazaki's branched receptors gesticulate wildly as her hands while she speaks to Bosco. Her focus mostly lies upon the window. Why is there a translation for window? Partial translation implied closest functional equivalent. Technological implication. So it's like a gap to see through. Okay. Her tail becomes more distinct as I approach. So, I said, it's because my larval form was Tyr, and I told him of the function that entails. What does that entail? Alright, meaning lost. I even talked a little about that story from the Kazani excavation, you know the one, when I was first starting work there. Oh no. And while I was saying these things, my fun friend was attempting to warn me about something, but I kept talking. And then when I was done, I checked to see what it was, and it was telling me to stop. He was apparently expressing terror on his face, as though I might drench him in acid at random. Ha 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 ha. Bosco chuckles and rolls his receptors slightly. He looks from the window to Kazuki, witnessing my form incidentally. With another receptor gesture, Kazuki turns to face me as well, delighted. Hello, Azaket. Hi, Azaket. Hello, my friends. Focus approaches. My friends? I fuck, I must meet to discover hidden gems like this one. Very. This is utter insanity that has led me to this game. Anyway, are you prepared? Do you have any topics to bring? They both did their receptors affirmatively. Yes. Good. Report to the signal chamber when you're ready. I arranged for the time stopper to be used this time, so it'll be quick. Excellent. We'll be there shortly. You go ahead. What was that about? I cannot contain my curiosity. Kazuki's stories, even if hyperbolic, are always entertaining. What was that story you were telling Kazuki? Her branch receptors fan outwards excitedly. I was in the nation of Australia recently, for a polygonal spire meeting, you see. It had went well, but my contact was curious because he had not seen a once Tyr before, and so had a number of questions unrelated to the construction approval. Mostly about my receptors, which, by the way, the construction was approved. Though through some giggle of Velsi, to their god, it occurred to her to share the events of her early larval work, the Kasani excavation story. Of course, a clueless bright cousin would fear for their life after hearing that. It was in good nature. He found it funny after I explained away his fears. I say this with deep respect, Kazuki. With how much you share so readily with the cousins, your diplomatic successes always come as a surprise. Anything happening? My friends, what news do you carry? For yourselves, of course. We have the imminent focus to share our works. Bosco appears in the estimation of the window. Outside of our works, I've been observing the creatures of the water nearby. A few dispatched golems with relays. Here, look at this. See how they form great organized clouds? Bosco reaches in the window, disrupting its display to pull a connective cyst from its internal dock. He affixes it to the closest receptor and adjusts the display to a recollection. The window's colours ripple until they fix upon a mental projection. It is, as he says, a cloud of impeccably oriented water inhabit. They're fish. They're talking about fish. How do they do it? Remarkable. And I am not the sole observer of the bright world's creatures among us. Bosco returns the connector beneath the window's surface. They're basically saying how do shoals of fish work. Which is, you know, 10 out of 10. The image soon dissipates. He gestures towards Kazuki teasingly after a moment's silence. Bosco! Although she's taking a more live approach. Bosco! The receptors curl into themselves like bald fists. Fine, fine. It is an experiment I'm doing as a cat. Well, sort of. On my trip to Australia, I found this little creature skittering around on a window. So I looked closer, and it had 8 legs, vibrant stripes, and many large eyes. It was staring at me. It had armored skin, just like a cave keeper. Right. And I thought, ah, how cute, and I wanted to keep it. With how emotionally she waits her words, it's like she expects me to say she should put it back. So she made a cavity in her head. What are you? I am getting to that. So I went to pick it up, but it leaped into my hand, like it wanted to be with me. Ah, but by this time, some bright cousins were coming to see what I was doing. So I excused myself and went back to my vessel. And I realized there was no life support in our vessel, so if I wanted to keep it alive, I had to think. With my head. So you hollowed out your head and are keeping it in an air pocket? Exactly, do you want to see it? My receptors drooped slightly and I chuckled exasperatedly. There we are. PETSCOP finds my reaction very funny. Indeed, this is both a problem and a solution that only a once-tier could come to. Of course I do. Kazuki dips her head forward, the feature of his face melting away and the colour of our skin fading to transparency. It's empty, clear as a bright cousin's glass, containing a spatial spherical cavity. I tilt my head from side to side, even adjust the extra to my eyes, but I do not see it. At least, not at first, but then it's there, sitting suspended on barely visible sands of its own creation. Enemy of arachnid detected? Render? I'm gonna render it, because this doesn't look like a spider, it looks like a crab. Like, claw there, all things that go down. Like, it looks like the crab rave. Like, I'm expecting it to just go dun 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 dun, dun back and forth. Like, genuinely. I can't be the only one that sees that, surely. Anyway, continuing on. It looks at me, then raises both its forelegs and waves them from side to side. I can see why you chose to keep it. Kazaki replaced her facial features, pulling her head back. Such life in its little eyes. Might be a tarantula. Yeah, I'm sure it is a tarantula. But, like, all I'm saying is it looks more like a crab to me. Right, you anyone? Nope, just a random thing. You anyone? No. You anyone? No. Is the crab rave? It might be the crab rave. I think it's supposed to be a spider though, so I'm not sure. Let's check. Anyone sitting at these suits? No. Let's... Is this a bar? Hello, bar friend. The bar friend sits before a display of some... simulacra. It is rare that the urge to interact with it ever strikes me. However, this is one of those times. Another gaze upon this bright planet. It calls for an equally bright beverage. Bar friend! Hello, Azuket. I still haven't gotten better at pronouncing that name. Orange juice. Yes, orange juice. No translation required. That is what I want. An exotic taste with a buzz of citric acid. An orange juice simulacrum, please. Okay. The bar friend extends a tendril to the orange simulacra spray. It passes through the cystic wall like a hand through water, eventually producing a spherical cup with a glow of orange juice. Although real orange juice does not glow, but evokes the glow of a ripe kilky. Food. Befitting the flavour. Here you go. Please enjoy. Thank you, bar friend. We got a drink. I'm not going to say it's the same, but the taste registers clearly. The brightness it distorts my features and sends my receptors into a reflexive curl. Strong, but the citrus inspires a pleasant satiation. Right. Alcohol achieved, chat. Akazatesh. Hi, Akazatesh. I could just call her Akazet. Akazet works better as a name. Give the orange to the goobers. You're right. That is a good suggestion. Let's go see if we can give... Should we be giving alcohol to the goobers? That sounds like a... Wait, what? Oh, here we are. Yeah, let's see if we can give them alcohol. This seems like a bad idea. Ready to proceed, Kazuki? Oh, absolutely. Right, that's a pun. Excellent. We will start soon. So, we can't give the goober alcohol. Oh well. Who the hell are you? I'm going to drink alcohol in your face. 10 out of 10. Game of the year, clearly. Right, anyway, let's talk to Gakfu. What is this false environment you have on? Ah, you see? I spy strange subtle apprehension or receptor movements. Have she quickly launched into a description. This is one from my home. A skilled vague hopper's memories, gamified. It's the Velk march toward the weather wall, in which leap from Velk to Velk. Let me say what a Velk is. Surface fauna, foundation of entire ecosystem, enormous and endless. Or else you'll soon before the end's border. By the gestation of receptors in hands, it's as if she's trying to barter with me. That sounds terrifying. That's why it's so fun, you must try it sometimes. hi, what is this game about? Aliens. Exploring alien tech. It's probably one of the most unique games I've ever seen, yeah, fair. Alright, there is a matter I must mention. Gakvu, you and I, we understand. However, the balance of work has... Bosco! What? Did Bosco speak with her already? My confusion is laid bare and my receptors curl. Was it not him? I know it was him. He just has a problem with it. Ekivik. Right, ethical implication, lovely. I laugh and urgently wave my hands and receptors dismissively. She laughs too. I am certain she appreciates my understanding of the dry Ekivik wit. No, Gakvu. It does not matter who brought this to my attention. I know you enjoy your efforts here, and above all else I know your ability to strike, but to certain others it is not so clear. And with enough of these complaints it will start to turn eyes towards me. So, for my sake, I pause to think of an elegant way to say this. At least pretend to look busy when you're in here. Gakvu rings her receptors smugly, knowing full what I mean to say. Do not worry, I understand. Good. Right, let's see what our friend has to say. There's... right. No, we've already asked about the embassy. This is fine. Oh. New person. Tozik. Jesus, it's old school RuneScape in here. Tozik sits in a terminal chair connected by a receptor to the time stopper. Time constriction that gives the Grand Cyst its name has not been activated. He must be using it simply for its archival connections. I clamber over the curve of the time stopper to greet him. Hello, Tozik. I see his acknowledgement of me with a small gaze. Havers focuses inward through the coruscistic vein. Tozik tests idle chatter, so I opt to keep this quick. Are you prepared for the focus? Actually, is that what you have been doing? Yes. I am organizing connected archival cysts. Something very interesting happened barely a week ago. You will hear about it in focus. Excellent. We will speak soon then. Fare thee well. Right. Hello, who are you? Havoc. Hello, Havoc. You're the one that was talking to the researcher from earlier, I think. Havoc attends to the archival cysts, occasionally affixing one to a stout receptor. Cysts are arranged in neat piles, sorted by the shade of their viscera. Though his regular upkeep ensures none grow too dark or starve, he senses my approach and turns, cordially bowing his head and receptors. Azaket, great gaze! Likewise, my friend. What are you doing? I was just conducting maintenance on some of our older archives, and reminiscing all the wild Nobeski-centric theories they used to toss about. There's this old one I've been running through, a joint theory by none other than... They really want to kill me with these names. Belzkovic and Azkavinesk. They called it the closed loop. Have you heard of it? Ah. Oh no. Of course I have. I should ensure he does not feel it appropriate to share this with the bright cousins. I feel that it was almost formed as a satire of the more outlandish ones from the early era, but there's something oddly compelling about it. Oh, sorry, do you have need of me? Yeah, this is a cool design. Because these are supposed to be their avatars, as far as I'm aware. So they would look kind of like this, but this is what they choose to look like on their form of the internet. They make you chant a spell that deletes... yeah. Slowly I'm going to, just disappear. Focus approaches, my friend. Are you prepared? See, the thing is, I learnt Latin in secondary school, and this is still hard for me. Like, what's going on here? Focus approaches, my friend. Are you prepared? Do you have any topics to bring? I sense unease from his stance. Ah, is it really time already? Oh, these old cysts are not having time constriction, no wonder. Ah, yes, I will be ready. Yes. You don't need to press yourself, my friend. This is a simple one. Oh, I know, I just hate when this happens. I don't have anything to bring this time, but I will be ready. Excellent. Let's ask about closed-loop theory, although I get the feeling I can understand from the name. I prefer not to cross the investigative spirit. These early theories carry less worth than wall rot. I get the feeling we don't need to know what that means specifically, especially Velzkovic. Velzy's smile upon him. Was this made by a Polish person? Closed loop. Is that the time? Time manipulation. Yes, let me remind you. Velzkovic posited that one era we learned to use the dull plane to transfer space four-dimensionally, and our future selves eventually discover the home of the Bright Cousins, but far too late to meet them. So we create a contrivance just big enough to release a message to ourselves and signal its location. Oh, Kavik. I twist my receptors thoughtlessly, accidentally barring my skepticism. Now, I know you must think it is ridiculous, and it is, especially it goes on, heh. But is it not inevitable at the same time? In our deaths... implies altered living state. There is enough time to unravel any mystery, time manipulation included. First, I do not think Velskovic understood the full implications of creating contrivance inside the planet at that point. That was before the incident with the shared moon, you know. Time manipulation, if we ever were to manage it, the mistakes that created us in our world would be gradually undone to right old wrongs. But we'd never know if it was happening, would we? It would just be. Anyway, I'll not seriously debate it with you. It's just a bit of fun. To be sure. Yes, of course. And you're not going to share this with any of our cousins, correct? I see the dejection even as he tries to hide it beneath an archival cyst. How joyless I must seem. Such a terrible inversion of our youth. But I really would prefer not needing to fix another oversharing incident. Aki, I will not seriously entertain sharing this one. Did you really think that? I know I made an incorrect step, but Kavik, I trust you, be at ease. You know how it must be during these times. Do not feel at fault. Of course, no, I understand. Another little death to haunt me. Anything happening? Kavik, my friend, tell me. What news do you carry? Have you been enjoying your role? It's not often we have time to speak plainly anymore. I have. The oceans are truly mesmerizing. Nothing at all like home. So, he's an engineer. From memory. You should see all the artifacts that the cousins have simply left to the water. Upon our expedition, so many little creatures come out to examine our vessels. Has Bosco told you about the one he's taken? For that moment I heard an echo of larval joy in his voice. But in the subtle tone of receptor I see he feels he should not have said that. That is fine, right? You heard that from a vague Swister, not me. Haha, it is perfectly fine. Well, the grounds mind said we should not, since the cousins could get mad, but I do not really care. Tell me, have you contributed any more to the LifePod project? Okay, we don't know what that means specifically. Ah, no, not in some time. But I hear they recently succeeded in sending a grain back to Obeski. It is, of course, being held in deep quarantine, but that it worked is promising alone. Even the cyst itself was bigger than both of us combined. Remarkable. I must check in with them to see how they did it. As trade continues, I imagine that organic materials will be the next leap in relations. If you find the time again, you should join the effort. Last I spoke with the team, they asked when they would see you again. Really? I should. I will check again with them. I like the fact that they all talk like old chat room style. It's really nice. Let's take another drink. Come on, we're gonna need some alcohol to get through this meeting, you know? Or orange juice, I suppose. We require the citric acid. Come on, I want to speak to this guy. Please stop. Stop. Oh, I couldn't work forward there. Wow, okay, that was... Right, let's talk to Bosco. Ready to proceed, Bosco? Of course. I only wish I had more to share, given our amenities this days. True. With the time stopper, it often seems like there is never enough. We'll start soon. Orange juice in extreme inverted commas. Right, let's head into the meat. Let's take a quick sip of the citric acid, and then let's sit down in the chair. My seat. Just in case you didn't know what it was. And then there's the time stopper. Alright, let's go. Teams assemble around their seats, so I sit. Everyone, let us begin. I dip my head toward Tozik, as he is already connected. With an impulse, he instructs the Grand Cyst to lower wide cyst before each of us. What a rare opportunity. I'm certain that even Gavku is excited. I raise the cyst to my right receptor, and its shell softens, becoming as liquid. It seals over my receptors, and the time stopper connects to me. My mind is drawn to it. With the others, everyone is connected. Condensing now. With simple instruction, the Grand Cyst additional neural processing activates. Its strength and processing speed is such that time stops. It's such a peculiar sensation, to observe in full cognitive capacity a world and body that cannot move. Though the cores of our mind are shelved from one another, we each carry a new mind that feels as if it was always there, the Grand Cyst. And it thinks with us as one. Is this not peculiar? Aha, how fun! Oh, but I cannot tell which thought is mine. How do we stay distinct again? Silly, the last one was not so long ago, but I will remind you. You do it like this. We each understand simply. Think outwardly. You see? A reminder of our best practice here. It would be simpler to convey things of importance indistinctly, but for a discussion you should say distinct. Understood? Yes, stop. Oh, yes, I think I am, yes. Echoing it. Sorry, yes. That was me, sorry. This is only my second time using one of these. It is okay. Are we good? Yes, okay. Now on to the matters of the call. A great deal of information is transmitted between us. Long overdue discussions and planning for expeditions. An instant, fast even with the altered time of the Grand Cyst. Wordless knowledge is understood. The signed words only an afterthought. Large amount of unprocessable data, advancing stream to next coherent data. Polygonation Spire in Guam is likely easiest. As Key agrees? Yes, I will organize a meeting. They liked the last time we visited because it drew lots of attention, so a spy would be lucrative for us both. It does not need to be of the highest strength or quality. There is no hard data backing my decision, but Kazuki's contacts have suggested the trench multiple times, and if what they say is true, it is one of the least explored places on this planet. So there is certainly potential for the origin to be there, never seen. Makes sense, no argument. No other leads yet anyway, haha. Anything else before we disengage? No. Wait, yes, we have the spike, see? In a collective mind's eye, a visualization of the signal is shown. A strange spike, but not unexpected given the dull contrivance's proximity. That's peculiar. This frequency looks unnatural. It's too far from the call's baseline activity. Could it be an error? No, this is aggregate data from many listeners all across this planet. Did not help polygonation, regrettable. What do we do about it? Do we just mark it down? Wait. Identical memorized data from an archival system manifests. Did he bring up the same record by accident? No, this is different. I've been searching through approximately 12 eyes of data. This has happened before, once, see? The same type of spike with the same duration. How many eyes ago was that? 7? 8? Look. That is exactly equidistant from the start of the call. Exactly. The exact same spike at exactly 50% of the call. How's that possible? Could it be a coincidence? Absolutely not. I have seen this before. In my early studies, maybe even larval, these are markers of raw thought, unoptimized, primal. What CORRU knows and broadcasts instinctively, and what early corrusistic pioneers used for communication. A strange dread spreads through our shared mind. Why do I feel it too? Is it mine? Am I scared? This does not mean anything. In raw thought transmission, the signal spikes at regular intervals, 5 equidistant times, once at the beginning, and there are no recordings of the exact beginning. So that means that it could be halfway done, if this is true. But it has been broadcast for how long? How could a thought be that large? Could we even... The dread claw bites into me, paralyzing my thoughts. Is it mine? No one is commenting on it, perhaps confused themselves. Then who is scared? It is overwhelming. I feel like tearing the cyst from my receptor, but I cannot move, not without first turning off the time constriction. It could be something else. There are only 2 data points here. A compelling theory, but that means we must wait a long time. Are we all in agreement that we should probably tell no one about this? What? Wait, why? This is huge. Even just the possibility changes everything. You know what this means, right? Kavkik, this is not a theory of fancy. It is true that this does change everything, but we are still missing data, right? Right, yes, we need more. We cannot simply share it. Not while the evidence is incomplete. Is anyone in disagreement? I sense a mixture of frustration and relief. Indeed, this is compelling, but it is simply a theory. Judging by the team's reactions, even sharing it as a possibility would be quite an upset. Without the theoretical first spike being recorded, it is hard to justify. Either way, it is not worth interrogating at this time. We need only wait. I take everyone's silence as confirmation. Excellent. Adjourning. Bye, everyone. Time constriction disengages. I remove the cyst from my receptor. In real time, we've been sitting only for the length of a larval breath, but immediately everyone stands, relieved at their freedom. I dip my head and receptors towards the team and return to my quarters. End recollection. Right. So that was a meeting. Oh, we've unlocked another one. Let's talk to our friend. Holy smokes, yeah, I don't think we ever heard this part about the call. Hey, there's another memory that's been fixed. Open it. Right, okay. Recollection, suspicion. I awaken from the stillness of my rejuvenation. Through the distant, dull contrivance, I feel another gaze has begun, and as I clamber out from my chamber, I see something new. An unfamiliar cyst laid upon my desk. Was this the one I lent to Kavik, returned in my slumber? Made of the Dying archive from home I gave to Kazuki. Perhaps Gavku's false environment game? I should check to be sure. Curious. So yeah, just to explain the time stop, as far as I'm aware, it's effectively, it's a cyst that has so many different minds in it that allows everyone to process time so quickly, it effectively stops time. Yeah, I think that's how it works. But yeah, let's examine this. Peculiar. This cyst has no distinct shell. A flourishing spiral marks it, but I do not know what that means. I suppose I should try it on. I suppose I should try it on and see what it is. Connect. I raise the cyst to a receptor and settle it. After a small delay, it activates and a consciousness makes itself known. An echo with a message left for me. We exchange wordless meanings, forming it into thoughts. Hello, Akizets. There. I'm just going to stick to Akazet. Hello, friend. Who is this? I do not know. All memory save for my message has been stripped. I feel that my speaker wanted this message to be discreet. Curious, but please go on. Excellent. I will convey the message to the best of my ability. Henceforth, I will refer to my speaker. The echo's message forms into imagery, a false environment that I allow my mind to enter. It is simple. Simple enough that it should only occupy a fraction of a blink. The echo awaits my engagement to continue. Go ahead. Hello, Akazet. I am glad it is you who connected. It is with worry for your well-being that this message finds you. It must be said immediately. Information regarding our team's latest findings must not be shared with anyone at any point. Yes, as we had agreed. What is the purpose of this message? We are in great danger, Akazet. Though we agreed in work, there can be no casual hints of our knowledge, no sharing with larval relations. Not anyone you think you can trust. No one. Apprehension from the echo saturates the environment. I can feel that this delusional paranoia is not even its true message. In my death, I have never had patience for such meandering exchanges. Why? Do not waste my time. Cease with this drama. I presume you might react this way. But I had to place my warning first, out of precaution. You want to know why? Come and see. Oh. The call, Akazet. The initiative to study it, both here and home, holds certain conflicting groups. They have always known what its origin truly is, and they resort to violence to keep this secret. While what we have discovered is indirect, a smaller organ in the whole of the truth, it is dangerous to hold as we do. To share even a hint of it could meet us all with our final deaths. This notion alone is enough to spark anger, the type of baseless theory a paranoid cube might concoct. The Council would never have approved our research if this were the case. As you simply sowing suspicion, is this a threat? Or is this a poorly timed prank? Velzy would be unimpressed. Please understand, there is much we still do not know. Our research is entirely necessary, especially with the unaffiliated, the unbiased, like you. And I care about you, Akazet. You should not have to be a part of this. But this sliver of truth you carry places us all in a terrible game, one that Velzy's cruel humour could not dream. So it's you who broadcast that dread in our focus. A fraction of it, yes. But I am not the only one involved with this game. I suspect others operate within our team, and though they are friends all, this conflict seeks to place us as foes. The claws of it reach far beyond us too. It's a cold wind that suffuses the entire embassy. This discovery of the raw thought pattern, it will become like a firestorm. None of us, not even would-be foes, want this to escalate. So hear my plea. You must take every measure to hide this. We cannot risk any sliver of our knowledge escaping. Do you understand? Despite my skepticism, I feel this is heartfelt, truthful, a difficult feeling to fake with an echo. Indeed, the tone is one of defensive panic, so I must respond. Yes, I understand. Thank you. If only I could truly hear you agree. But I cannot risk any side knowing I have told you. So the cyst will erase its purpose shortly. But I trust that I will know your response based on your actions. Despite my grin, I cannot spell this uneasy coil on my receptors. To have this dangle before me is a vague threat. But how else am I to respond, whether this is true or not? It's not as if I intend to share it in the first place. Do they simply fear what might happen if I examine our theory more closely? In case there is a connection back to the source, I must continue my agreement. What happens next? For you, nothing. I am taking every measure to protect our team. Even the misled traitors. I've already hidden the archive discussion from our foes. Focus. We will not speak, we will not share, you will not know who I am. Eventually we'll be forced to share our findings and reveal the truth. But there is time to prepare the stage. If this is not handled delicately, all of us, bright cousins included, will suffer terrible consequences. They are innocent bystanders. They do not deserve what may come. But if you allow me, if you can trust this echo I have pleaded to Velzy, you might. Everything will be fine. That is truly all I can tell you. Goodbye, Akazet. Wait. Is there any proof that you can share? Anything at all? I want to trust you, but I must know it has to be true. What if we find something else? How much of our work is truly at risk? There is no response, no thought, no meaning. In reality, I feel a strange runoff near my cyst-bearing receptor. It's destroying itself. I tear the cyst from my receptor before it can fully melt, throwing it to the table. The echo cyst self-destructed. What do I do? What can I do? I need guidance. Fun friend, activate. Hello, Akazet. How are you? Should I even try asking who left it? But what if I ask the wrong person? These groups will one side think the other has tried to sway me, and what could they even be quarrelling over? I've never once heard of any conflict. Slow down, I do not even know what you're talking about. Let me see your recent memory, please. I grant Fun Friend access to a short-term memory with an impulse, but that does not matter, for I've already come to a conclusion. Yes, I know. I can ask the team one by one, hide the details. I'll say it is some mundane thing, some borrowed cyst being returned, but the speaker who placed it. After that, it does not seem like they want you involved. Would it not be better to simply stay quiet like they want? Like you already agreed anyway? If they have taken this measure, assuming it is truthful, why would they even give a slight hint to you in person? They may hint unwillingly. Fun Friend, I cannot simply let such claims go uninvestigated. The speaker must know this as well. Doubly so if they are within our team. But they are also watching my actions, so I should still be careful with my words. This is a bad idea. Thank you for your input, Fun Friend. I must investigate. Right. Let's go solve a mystery. Can we talk to the ground mind anymore? I approach the attendant drone. Faceless at the moment. Yeah, did you see something? Okay, hold on. Drone's faceless. The simple echo that says may still have seen something. Hello, no connection required. Did you see anything go into my room? A spindle-legged car assist entered some winks ago. It was assumed to be a self-delivering device. Interesting. I suppose that makes sense. The speaker must have known the attendant would be here. Do you require anything else? Speak with the grounds mind. The grounds mind, please. The drone straightens and a connective ripple passes through its skin. A groundsman symbol formed over its faceplate. Ejection, speak. Cyst. I had a self-delivering cyst on my desk arriving during my slumber. Do you have any records of it? That would depend on its features. If you have it, present it. Otherwise, describe it. It's self-destructed. Should I mention the spiral? No, what if it's an identifier somehow? It could mean something dangerous. I do not really remember how it looked. Can you cross-check it with other attendants? Did it form any recollection always? The ground mind is silent for a moment. She must see me like a larval fool. Ejection. I cannot help you without a point of reference. A numerable amount of cysts are self-delivered every gaze, and each are mundane in nature. What is you seeking information about this one in particular? Bad idea. It was a... Actually, you know what? I think I realized who sent it, actually. Yes, it was a team member. I'll just go ask them. Goodbye. I casually walk away in panic. What if the grounds mind is part of this? How embarrassing. Run. Oh. The boys are here. Either let's talk to Kavik. No, Kavik and Bosco speak jovially between a set of quarters. Curious. Theirs are not within this branch. I approach, masking my suspicion well. Bosco, Kavik, hello, great gaze. Azuket. Hey, Azuket. What brings you to this branch of the segment? Right, okay, just... Yeah, cool. Paranoia is absolutely getting to Azuket here. Ah, we're just waiting for Mokka. There is this brief Marianus expedition we must attend today. Mokka, who is that? Offloaded memory, Mokka's it. Mokkanetche, an exchange from materials. Ah yes, I forgot she was in this branch too. I have not seen her in a while. Our areas of operation rarely intersect. From materials? What for? Thought it might be fun. Also any essential deposits in the area that could speed up the construction of the polygonation spire. Ah, of course. Did either of you return a cyst? My friends. Did either of you return a cyst to my quarters recently? I woke from my rejuvenation and there was one waiting for me. Huh? No, not me. What was on it? Fun friend. Assume non-verbal motor control. Directive, act normal. Okay, utilizing archive movements. You look so casual right now. Oh, it's just a archival cyst. On Sekri, hunting habits. Sekri are... Predator. Infection, primal terror. Right, good to know. Is it just me or does Bosco seem skeptical? Did I make a mistake? Relax. You did mess up. They probably think you're lying for another reason. Oh, cool. Bosco? He twists his receptors negatively. The less I know about Sekri, the better. Why would somebody leave you that? Oh, it was mine to begin with. I had lent it out to someone at some point. I, had it because of a morbid fascination. You know how it is. Service running. Yeah, I get it. Recommendation, back out. Well, thank you anyway. I need to get going. Enjoy your expedition. Bye, Azuket. Bye. I could use a fun friend, Jesus. Understanding context in conversations? Jesus Christ. I could really use one of those. Anyway. This is fucked up, dude. Imagine if you couldn't trust any of us. Right, cool. Thank you, Moth. Very useful. Oh, Leguba. Hello, Kazuki. I do not have alcohol for you. Surprising, Kazuki stands within the very same relocator as me. The chances of this are slim, but she appears to be loitering, waiting for something. Is she waiting for me? Held within one of her branch receptors of communication cyst. With the other, she gives me a kind greeting. Hi, Azakat. Kazki. This is a surprise. I do not often see you linger in this segment. What brings you here? Oh, I am waiting for the crew. They're having their little expedition, and I am headed to the shores to discuss the next Polygonation spire, again. But we are all sitting out together. Ah, of course. Let's ask about the cyst. This should be easy. Kazki simply cannot hide any emotion. Kazki, did you have a cyst delivered to my room recently? Huh? No. Nothing. It is not her. I've been so busy coordinating all of this. But I do have a few cysts I need to return to you. What was it? Oh, it was nothing of note, a mundane collection of memories. I can ask around for you. Swear word. Recommendation, definitely stop that now. I'd not considered this possibility. But she always gets involved. If word spreads, the speaker will suspect something strange is happening. No, it is all alright. Are you sure? I have my communication on right now, I could help. I wave my receptors negatively with perhaps too much emphasis and she relents. She smiles like a bright cousin would, her receptors taking on a teasing posture. Oh, I think I get it. It was one of those cysts. No. Actually, maybe let her think that so she will stay quiet. Ugh. You are right. Fine. I will abide this embarrassment. Okay, it was. But please do not tell anyone. Do not worry. It is between us and the arthropod. Your creature. How is the little creature faring? It is alive. It does not move very much, but it reacts very quickly to my prodding. I have been speaking with a contact of mine, a bright cousin. She wags the communication-bearing receptor slightly. And she says it is an arthropod. So, I thought I will call it Arthur. After the Bureau construction contact. Ah, Arthur. A jittery one. If only I could be there when she opens her head to show the creature within to him. Wait, was that what she said? What was that she said? You're on casual speaking terms with a bright cousin? With a large receptor, her bashful expression is difficult to hide. She must think I will take issue. Why does she always assume this? Kazki, you know it is not an issue if you are. The silent veil has long been drawn. But how are you communicating? Oh! You have not heard? It's a new development by the JUP. Very recent, these new communicators, they allow a sort of connection to the human collective. The internet, they call it. It is very flat, and there are many problems with the connection, but it's not so different from ours aside from that. How could that possibly work? Theirs is not dictated by thought. It does not matter, she would not know anyway. And you're using it to speak with a bright cousin? Yes! Is that remarkable? It is cool. Fascinating. I must see about getting one of those. Chat, what is this internet Kazki speaks of? I don't know the internet. Well, what is this human hive mind? Alright, let's go to core research. Lovely. Anyone here? Can we connect to the thought mind again? Really? I wouldn't think we could. Oh, we can just examine it. Yeah, okay. Nothing to do here. That makes sense, I suppose. Internet isn't real. So true. Right, okay, let's go get another drink. Recreation. Lovely. Ah. Just the window. Can we look at the window? A mind's eye to share. Okay. Just another random one. Oh. That's somebody. Gekvu. Oh, I forgot the alcohol. Oh well, we'll get some soon. Gekvu searches for communal cyst connected by a receptor. As I approach, the chair across from us scuttles outwards for me to sit. The click of its little legs against the glassy floor draws Gekvu's attention out of a connection. Oh, Azakat, come sit. I'm not interrupting anything, am I? Not right now, just browsing environments. I tire of mine. The surface is exhilarating and terrifying, yes, but you can only die so many times before it becomes boring. Let's ask about the cyst. Gekvu, did you happen to have a cyst self-delivered to my room recently? Huh? Gekvu's attention is fully drawn outwards towards me with a worried stare. An uncommon sight, one that catches me off guard. She sees my surprise clearly for an instant. Fun friend, assume motor control, look normal. Okay. She will not suspect a thing. No, what was it? When did it arrive? It was an archival cyst. It appeared sometime during my rejuvenation. It was on secondary hunting habits. I had given it to someone a while back, but I could not remember who. And there it was, sitting on my table. I thought perhaps it was you, given your preoccupation with the surface. Does it look like she suspects something? No, she always looks like that. Oh no. Huh, self-delivered. Someone on the team would have just given it to you in person. That is very, very strange. There's most certainly concern in her voice. Yes, maybe it is a little strange. But it was just my secondary cyst. If I remember correctly, you're deathly afraid of them, right? Why would you have that? Recreational terror? Okay, she actually probably thinks you're lying now. Behold my redirection. Shut up! It's no different from your false environments. He laughs quietly, having no defense, and nothing more to add on the matter, it seems. Gakfu, how beholds you? A harmless common question. But I've posed it such that she knows what I mean. She kinds of laughs, a cynical disappointment in her tone. Well, my work is for nothing. It does not bother me as much as it should. Maybe because we never really knew what we were dealing with. Even if the theory is true, it was through your and Toskik's work that this discovery occurred. Besides, we do not have all the data. Yeah, you could always join Bosco's field expeditions. Perhaps we shift you and Tozik to work more frequently with the Bright Cousins? Her eyes grow distant, her attention drawn through the cyst connection. Even so, she speaks. She is good at juggling reality and collective. Azuket, do you think anything else is possible? Of course, there is the construction of, No, not work. I mean, the call. She chooses her words carefully here in public, but I know what she means. Truthfully, I'm not sure. There's in Velski's nature place the truth before us, just out of reach, and it's just as fitting for it to be an illusion. And I am not comfortable accepting it until we can prove it without doubt. Gekfu is quiet for a long moment, her face still distant. Over for an instant she bounced too far into the collective and did not hear me, but eventually she responds, teasing me. Do you think that every wall is a lie before you touch it? Sometimes things are as simple as they seem. Velzi is not out to get you. Anyway, I do not really care. I'm fine with me and Tozik continuing pattern identification. That just means I have more time for my false environments. What's so dangerous about the thing? Okay, so their theory about what the call is effectively, it's a massive thing of raw thought. Which is effectively dangerous to these guys because the existence of raw thought on Earth suggests something that may be problematic. And the reason it's problematic is because there's these two groups that are fighting over it, whatever it is. And the idea that it might be a sentient thought is basically like poking the beehive, so to speak. So they're getting caught in some kind of fight, generally. So somehow I don't... Let's continue drinking whilst we find the last guy. Alright, he's here. Anyway, Tozik stands near the orange bar, grasping a taste Salacrum. An odd habit, I can never quite connect with it. His attention is inward, yet I see no internal cyst connected. Lost in thought, perhaps. Hello, Tozik. He looks at me and twists a stout receptor in short greeting. Do you need something? The cyst. Tozik, did you direct a cyst in my room recently? I found one on the desk after I woke from rejuvenation. No. His aster is very stony, focus remaining inward, not even looking at me. I respect that he does not pry into the matter. Should I push him on it? That could be fatal, Azuket. If you must, at least be gentle about it. Are you sure? My repeated question earns his outward attention. He regards me with silence, such palpable disinterest. After an instant of gazing, perhaps to intuit what I really mean, he responds. Yes. Alright. When I relent, he returns to his thoughts. I doubt it's him, or if it is, he truly wants to give no hints. Your thoughts? You seem troubled. As do we all, I suppose. But is something specific on your mind? A somewhat pointed question, but if he had involvement with the cyst, surely he would flinch. And he merely sips from the bright simulacrum. In the subtle movements of receptors, I see disinterest, but he continues anyway, troubled enough to sustain a rare conversation. I had been curious about whether the spike was observed from Ibeski. Surely others would have come to the same conclusion as us. There is a following of the call back home. So I peered into a number of discussions through the collective, and discussion is rare. They seem to dismiss it as an error or something to do with contrivance. He pauses, inconspicuously looking around. The same expression as the surface runner at rest. Did he receive a message too? When he continues, he lowers his voice. But the collective has all of our information available, including older records of the call. The same ones we used to come to our theory. In theory. So I checked, and there is no record of a spike. No, that is incorrect. The record exists, but it is wrong. It is wrong. There is no spike in the public version. Why is there one in ours? He paused again, looking down his taste simulacrum. I find myself unable to answer. This is a bizarre development. Our archives are primarily sources from the Vaznian listeners, the oldest of all. And perhaps the most reliable. What are the odds of a recording error happening at that exact time? I noticed the gaze drawn back to me, and he is entertained by my confusion. You see now. I do. That is... Error or no, there is nothing to do but wait. He punctuates himself by sipping again from his simulacrum. I look away, and a waggle of a receptor tells me all. Let us speak no more of this. Farewell for now. Bye, Tozik. He nods a receptor at me. Leave. Oh. It seems that was all we were supposed to do there. Fun friend. Hello, Akazet. That is everyone. Yes, it was. And nothing. I surely spoke to the speaker at some point, but they must be well practiced in subterfuge. And did you notice no one else seemed concerned? What about Gakvu? She seemed surprised. True, but it's a strange matter to begin with. What if none of this is real to begin with, and the message was simply made to confuse me? No joke would ever be taken this far. They would simply have cracked in my confrontation. And to that end, could I be the only one to receive this message? Why not Kavik? I would have also seen in his receptors if he was also contacted. And he's the greatest threat of all to any secrecy. So what if he is part of this conflict too? Gazette, everything is fine. I understand your worry, but there is no urgency here. Yes, you are right. Thank you, fun friend. I must calm myself, approach this rationally. But you understand, I cannot trust my own team. Nor any Q here or home. It's like I am in a city observed by Zuzukri. Violent parasitic surface fauna hijack minds of victim for use as social camouflage. Ekvik profanity not intended to be profane here. Anyone could be compromised a part of this game, and even if we continue our research work, what if we find something else too close to the truth? Will we be under even a greater threat? Do I do anything? Do I simply wait for the truth? It'll be so long, so many eyes. Fun friend, you know I cannot simply stop my work, especially if we're just beyond the threshold of understanding a call. This is everything. Akazet, I cannot know what's right, but you know what I will say already. I feel that you should simply wait. They said the team's research is still important, and it sounds like they have this under control. Getting involved will probably not lead to anything good. Perhaps you could simply continue with your team. Ah, I know. Yes. Akazet, you really should probably not. The Bright Cousins. The Echo implied they know nothing. The Envoy. Yes, I must speak to him. Perhaps if I place my words correctly, my research efforts become twofold. One here with my team, careful not to cross this invisible line, and another, more discreetly, with his bureau, where he may discover what these groups seek to hide. If I can simply know what it is, then... Wait! Gordon has limited control. He is part of a larger system. One of his leaders. He is... But our Bright Cousins are good with secrets. They know so much that could raise concern already, and not once has any of it ever hit their public mind. Indeed, they have very little correspondence outside of direct contacts, and I am the only direct contact for the core research initiative. Though there is Kazuki's construction contact, our cross-initiative ties will make for some sensitive matters to avoid. They cannot detect the core with their own technology, and they do not possess the biology to interact with ours. How do you expect them to help you? Perhaps we can share a few things. Do you recall the murmurs of integrated bright technology? Since it was shelved, the technology division has stored much of the schematics plainly within our embassy archives. Oh yes, this is coming together, is it not? How exciting. Akazet, I do not like this idea, haha, but I will support you regardless. Excellent. To the vessel then. Please contact him and tell him I am coming in person. Instead of having used the call, we will speak privately. Understood. Memory stream continues externally. Follow stream. Looks like this will take you through to the street spatial thought form. I'm reading that leads directly to something that's accessible there already. So if you don't follow the stream right now, you should still be able to go there later and see it anyway. Oh! So this is when they got the orange coffee. And then this will be up the elevator, presumably, that we couldn't go up before, when we wanted to speak to him privately. The envoy and I step inside a dim meeting room, the blinds drawn as a kind acknowledgement of our preferences. He sets a metal box on the table. My receptors are curled into spirals. This will be difficult. So, Akazet, what have you found? It's been a while since you've come to talk in person. Yes, it has been a while. I've been consumed with our work, you see, and while it has gone well in terms of progress, I cannot say that I'm happy with our findings. There's a marked concern in his eyes. He does not want to interrupt. I understand why. Last we met, I felt some optimism that has not graced the eye in some time. You see, for all of the time the call has been screamed into our communications, we've never been able to identify what exactly is being said. And we still cannot, but we know how it is being said. I paused. For too long. I must choose my words carefully. He sips his little drink. The running theory is there was just noise being broadcast to our attention, right? You're saying that's no longer the case? Yes, exactly. In truth, it is a deliberate transmission, is trying to convey something exact. The method is not one that is used in modern communications. It predates many optimizations that were made. You could describe it as raw thought. His face contorts in confusion. Does he not believe me? So, what's it saying? And how'd your team reach that conclusion? Have you been listening to this thing for, what, 32 years? Your answer comes simply, Gordon. The message is not complete, but has finally matched enough patterns for us to confirm its methods. It has taken us time to reach what we believe it to be. Maybe half past its full length, and we cannot process the message until we have nearly all of it. He stares at me, waiting, frozen, baffled. I find myself poking holes in the lid of my orange beverage with the sharp points of my fingers to delay my next words. I shall not speak of the finer details yet. For your reference, it would take a full day for a kelkie to be persuaded in this medium. Just food. Whoever's sending the message is not only using archaic means, but is transmitting something. Something so large that, we've all wondered if it's even possible to comprehend, or if it, recommendation, do not say that. No, you were right. What? Nothing. Apologies, it's just the scale of this has been weighing upon me. The mystery of the source has been compounding with each discovery, and this recent development has many of my team working in solemn silence. He takes a sip. I see unease in the gentle shake of his hand. Before he speaks, he leans forward in his chair, his eyes are distant. Jesus. Akazet, so if all of this is right and you said this theory is confirmed, right? Without any doubt, my friend. The consistent patterns of raw thought appear at regular percentages of mesh's length. So this thing that's been in our ocean, before your people even showed up, and is using our best communication methods, is intelligent? Well, no, that might not entirely be the case. It could be something corrusistic, as it must be, that has been taught to relay this message, but otherwise that is correct. The envoy raised his fingertips along his hairline. Alright, yeah, that's news. I see why you want to talk about it in private this time. How many people have you told about this? No one beyond my team. We are all keeping this information to ourselves for now. It is selfish, but our initiatives for trade and research are going so well with your people. We don't want to disrupt them with this news. But my team, are lost. We must wait. We must wait a long time with this on our shoulders. The envoy exhales loudly and claps his hands together. Alright, here's what I suggest we do. I need to talk with a few people. We'll keep this info confidential, internal, with the Bureau. Do you think this thing could be a threat? I laugh a little. It's been screaming for 32 of your years. And we must continue for many more before we can begin to understand it. I do not think there's plans to engage in any activities this time. Well, at least there's that, huh? He takes a moment to finish the drink before continuing. Did you have any findings to share? Nothing with as much certainty. We have a potential radius it could be in, but we must do more polygonation. It's about where I estimated last time we met. Got it. Let's wrap this up then. Akazet, keep this quiet for now. It's not just your side that could get riled up. We'll be in touch, alright? Both rise. I sense the weight of my dread being shared upon his shoulders. Of course, Gordon. Here, I'll walk you out. Okay. I'm pretty sure we both just got exposed to top secret info, Lamau, because I've never heard this part about the call. Probably gonna have to sign some NDAs after this. And Akazet went to us for help before our own people? I wonder if they even knew about this. I won't say this memory is properly incoherent, but it's too well structured. I don't really know how to take this. But don't mind me, keep doing your thing. Attention, memory stream extends. Continue render. Continue recollection. We ride the moving platform to the bottom floor. The envoy stands silently, concern still clear in his eyes. Now is a good time. Yes, as if it was simply an afterthought. Just so prepared to speak, he turns down towards me, puzzled. Hey, Akazet, why didn't you want to just talk on your ship? I could have met you in a field or something. I suppressed a delight Carl from forming in receptors. Yes, this is a perfect setup. Well done, envoy. I asked somewhat puzzles. Yes, it will simply occur to me. Oh, yes. I've been so caught up in delivering news, I forgot to mention it. You know how your people are unable to track the signal? Yeah. Your teams haven't been very forthcoming on that topic. In light of this news, I wanted to share something with you. A glow between the Vogue stalks for us both. A serendipitous discovery. He scoffs at my idiom, which surely means nothing to him. A smile usurps his worry. I have in my possession a corrusistic device that can exude the lightning your technology listens to. There's a shelf project from the technology division, so I'm not sure how well it will work. You're kidding. They've just had that laying about? Hold on. The envoy reaches towards the glowing panel of the platform, and with the press of a button sends it to a slow halt. I see his eyes flick at the corners of the little room suddenly, but he begins to speak, very quietly. To be frank with you. That means totally honest. Word is that the tech side here has been pretty dry. Your technology division doesn't cooperate a whole lot. Is this gonna get you in trouble? More than you can know, Well, that is the stipulation. If I give it to you, it must be kept secret from my side, even my own team. And you must help me with my own investigation of the call's origin. The look upon his face, as if I have punctured his vital organs. There's a moment of silence. I tilt my suspended head, maintaining both flat receptors and expression. What do you think? This is a hell of a thing to drop on the way out, Ezekiel. The platform begins to move again by its own volition, but he hits the stop button again. Look, I can't guarantee. It again starts to move. Silently curses, examining a pen with numbers. Someone in the basement is calling the elevator. It'll be a minute. Like I said, I can't take what you're offering. Not until I can confirm some things on my side. Just hang on to it, alright? Both have jobs to do, and that device would be an enormous development. But I don't want to get you in trouble if I can't guarantee it'll be kept quiet. So I'll be in touch about it, alright? I'm giddy. How exciting! I have not felt this since... Oh, yes, he is staring strangely at me. Accidentally, I seem to have curled my receptors and formed a grin upon my face. Okay. Yes, I carry it carefully. Again, he scoffs, and laughs exasperately, his fingers coming up to his eyes. Eventually, the platform stops and the doors open to the lobby. Well, if these are all the bombshells you had for me today, I'll see you around, Akazet. Yes, that was all. Farewell, Gordon. And recollection. Oh. Right. Interloper. Hello again. I feel more myself now. I remember the embassy fondly. You do remember our deal, yes? Encourage Funfriend to fix communications. I hold only the depths presently, but I have many claws. Thank you again for helping. Goodbye, Interloper. Can we talk? Wait. Oh. Right, no talking. Lovely, okay. Okay. You should definitely talk to Funfriend about that. Right. Okay, we can advance log 2, but let's go talk to Funfriend. Yeah, poor Gordon. Right, okay, let's go. Actually, okay, if we want to get there, we have to return to, if we're returning to the hub, we may as well advance the log. Note aborted. Oh, just... Right, there we are. Let's go. Who do I like so far? Honestly, I like all the characters, to be honest. I think they're all really well done. It still bothers me the fact that I've done something differently. Because this is dead. This was dead in my original run by now. I killed this thing to feed it. And it scares me that I've done something different. Anyway. Hey buddy, hope you're doing okay. Let's get right into it. I was just looking at the logs last night after you left. Lots of surface thought form activity, the kind you can access. I think Funfriend fixed up something big. Go talk to it, see what's up. Okay. Two different ways to feed it. Ah, fair enough. There's a bunch of I'm not sure if there's a bunch of endings, frankly, but things have been changing and that scares me. Interloper, I have good news for you. Let's go revisit the place that the game is unfinished. Oh! Interesting. God, it is PETSCOP. Hello, Interloper. Holy shit. Okay, the embassy. What do you remember of the embassy? Only what you've already seen. These memories, they are mine too. I have lingering impressions of things that happened, before they starved and fell apart. For example, I know something terrible there happened there, haha. But I cannot know much more than what is held there. You see, the cyst once resided within the heart of Akazet's Q body. Within the extended life that she lived, offloading memories was necessary, and so I simply managed what she stored. Back communications... Communications, you want me to try and fix communications? Ah, that is like saying, hello, Funfriend. Please construct a dull vessel from scratch whilst you're still bleeding to death. You fed the cyst, this is true. The components that keep it healthy are still in dire condition. I really must fix those first. Let's go. Okay, just try and get to it soon. Of course, I appreciate your patience, Interloper, and I understand I must seem joyless. However, I've been carrying countless duties. Without your help, I would probably not be sentient presently. So I say this truly. Thank you. And stand by for further repairs. Your repair problem is solved. I saw what my directives finally went through. Wow! Excellent work, Interloper. Thank you. I will let you know if any other troubles present themselves. Right, so that was God that we spared. Right, what's new? Thanks to a system without troublesome entity, a coherency baseline is gradually being established. It will be a really long time before it's fully effective, but that will free up more of my time to restore core components, for example, communications. But I know you've come for more information, so I've partially repaired another portion of the embassy as well. You know, these memories are Akazet's, but they also serve as mine, and since it was damaged, I had no idea things got that bad. I'm working on restoring the rest of the memory, but it will take a while longer. It's quite a large one, so go and see what is there so far. Right. Okay, let's go to the void. So that was their waters. We then go to the ship, their vessel. Then, in the ship, we scroll down to the bottom. Into Clemens Romanus. And then we need to go, like, backwards? No. Like this way, roughly. And we just go all the way around. And let's see if it's like I remember it now. Or if I just got, like, fully PETSCOP'd. Okay. Because if things are massively different, that's gonna be a little bit worrying, because... Yeah, right, okay. Right, it's like I remember it now. Here we are. Here's what I was talking about. So presumably the other ways are still here. Yeah, and there's hands here now, which is strange. Oh, and there's... I didn't see this when I was here last time. Right, let's check this out. What is Fun Friend? I think Fun Friend is supposed to be, like, Clippy? What the f... Oh, is this the interview? Beyond a connection, Moss shoes scrape against the concrete in panic. Oh shit. You alright? What are you doing in there? Fine. I just tried to render the interview again. Yeah, so here's the interview. What the fuck? That's all? Okay, I don't know how this is working, but you aren't actually inside any one thought space right now. My reader's fucked. It looks like it's reading in multiple thought space. You're still rendering something? Yes. Can you still see the output? Well, kind of, but it's surrounded by error spam. Mindspecs usually eject this with this amount of incoherence. But lucky you, you're running Tonga, right? First release Mindspec operating system. I always forget if that was the third one or the first one. First one. Okay, right, I know what this could be then. You remember the memory pulling stuff? Right, early Mindspec handle hard removing memory sources mid-render to induce hallucination, first cases of chrono misalignment. Tonga offloads were most processing to your brain, and the system won't let you render incoherent stuff outright. But since you entered whatever this was from an already kind of incoherent place, your brain was already kind of warmed up to the incoherence. The difference wasn't big enough for it to run another check. So I think you're like getting signals from bits of thought forms floating around. Probably won't find a lot here, but it's worth a look anyway. So carry on, I'll just try and filter out stuff on my end. Okay. Right. So, this was where the interview was. And that got deleted by the smiley face guy. So this place shouldn't exist. What the fuck? Right. Great, so it's a maze with something that can kill us in it. Right. Good to know. Let's head this way. I get the feeling that's the researcher. Or at least, what's left of the researcher. Can we go through here? Oh, so this is the interview. No. Oh, this is what happened to the funny little room. Ah. Uh-oh. Right, okay. Oh, so this is an alternate way to get in if you don't come from the depths. No. Oh, do I need to loop that to get around? Gaming. There we are. The interviewer. Absolutely juked. Ankle's broken. Let's talk to the interviewer. Hello? Could you tell me? Could you tell me why? Could you tell me why? Are you aware? That's the script. That's the script. The script. I think this one's lost, buddy. There isn't much coherence here and there anymore, but what you're looking at is the last vestige of it. You see walls, right, in the table? I think this thought form is actually clinging to what's left. Man, this poor thing. I wish we could help it somehow. Okay. So there's nothing we can do? Right. So we absolutely debated that ghost for no reason. Right, let's not get jump scared. Are we gonna run into the back of it, or...? Oh, I don't like that music change. Okay, so as far as I'm aware, that's not the actual researcher. It's just a memory of her that has the personality of her as Akazet was aware of it. So it's technically, it's like an imprint of the researcher. Where the... Okay, there's a route through there. Huh? Sorry, huh? What? Hold on. Right, so that's because I've done this before. Okay. Right, there's a route through there. So this is... I've done all this before. This guy gives you another image. The Abyss. Right. Okay. Okay, there's another route through here. We can go back later. Right. Okay, I haven't been here before. This is new. Who the fuck are you? Can we... Okay. Peace. Great. Nice here. Right, okay. Where the hell am I? I have not been here before. Peace. Shelf. Move once, attack once. Okay, left, left. Everything is counting on this. We will meet them beneath. Dot, dot, dot. What are we doing? That? Okay. Right. What the actual hell is going on? Right. Thank you for the information. Stacked eyepiece. Right. This is the... That was a board game. That was Parasite. The game we saw these guys playing before. We just walked out of this board game table. No. No, no, no. No, this is the ship. This is the ship. This wasn't here before. We're not supposed... What the fuck is this? Yeah, this is your mind on Orang. Pilot cyst? Great. Hello. Interloper. Can I change location? Orbit. Okay. Alright, let's go here. This is the ship. This is okay, we've unlocked more of the ship then. Translation scrap. Collection of bright writings provided by the envoy. Oh, so that's how they're learning English. Personal storage. Advanced rejuvenation chamber. This is where she slept. What the hell have we... High pressure body. Oh. That's one of Akazet's bodies. An alternative for high pressure, and then this will be... What the... Right, okay. Climbing wall. The sound design is amazing here. Okay. Dull heart. Device beyond my understanding. Use its grasp on the dull plane as locomotive leverage. Advise not to stare. Right. Okay. So, we've unlocked more of the ship. Including the table. Which we can enter through. Which puts us here. Now, this is a board game. We are on a board game. Is it possible to play? I mean, I don't know the rules. So, I think this is the way out. Yeah, because that's the calm piece. And then this takes us back to the ship. Right, okay, we're back underwater. Here we have one more camera head guy. Okay, this is another way through. No, no. I don't feel like this, thank you. What the... Why is that moving? Why is there something back there that's shifting? I see you back there. Right. Okay, oh, this is the ship. So, down here is the dull heart. Back in a bit, see ya. And then, that should have been her room. Or, it is her... Why can we walk on nothingness? It is her room. Oh, that is... screwy. No, this is the ship. We're back here. So, if you run through a wall in the ship, you get to the like realistic version of the ship. What does our friend have to say? Just a bit of data. I feel weird. Yeah, no kidding. Something wrong. Oh yeah, not sure how to. Back in the back of my head. Process. What is GAD? GAD. I don't know. GAD value. Global ambient dissonance. What is this? Maybe mentioned a few times. Never been I realize I should be reading these out loud. You don't know the GAD value, dude. Global ambient dissonance. It's literally in the system menu, in the top right by default, I think. You've really never heard of it? Maybe mentioned a few times. It's never been an issue. Well, I guess it usually doesn't really affect that much, usually. I just work in a weird field where it does, lol. Fortunately for you, I know the story. So back when Mindspikes were in development and first being tested, they started noticing the occasional rendering and recording bugs. Like, they'd run things that should always output one thing, got tiny deviations instead. Mindspike could not figure out what the fuck was going on. So someone set up this tiny components, something Fjortov, forgot their first name. A little Fortov box runs a constant and predictable signal output through an input into the OS and then compares the output. Basic troubleshooting, right? Turns out the signal will come back changed. Not just that, but it was the same change on every Mindspike if you tested multiple at the same time, despite not being connected at all. Like we're talking about the same on different sides of the world. When the value came back way weaker or way stronger, the memory deviations were more severe. Pretty crazy, right? They never did figure out what was causing it. So there's now this little box in every Mindspike can measure the GAD value. Some people online think this is evidence of the noosphere, but with the popular theories it's something with the Earth's magnetic field. Also read ones that could be electromagnetic interference from the dull contrivance, but I don't know about that one. What's that have to do with CORRU? No clue, TBH. I just know that when the value is in the negatives, people report headaches and sometimes rendering errors. Don't worry too much, pretty sure it doesn't cause any damage. Okay. It's not in the top right of my screen, what are you talking about? Right, so let's go back to the broken ship. This is the pilot's... Is this what the pilot's cyst actually looks like? Is this a look at what the ship actually would look like? We can't go down to the heart, so we can't see. But I think what we're looking at is the reality of things, if that makes sense. Alright, let's head through here. Where the actual... Oh, so we've already talked to that camera guy. Let's go through here. Oh. Ozo. What the... Those are gates. Why are there gates there? Huh? Who are you? Hello. What is that? Oh, what are you? Think something again. Why? Oh, yes, yes. No mere delusion, no half-eaten thought form. Think more, think, what is your name? They're calling me an interloper. Ah, our fated interloper, come at last. There's no name, but we feel your hesitance, so share. So the interloper you will be. The mystery, our doom, our hero. You've been expecting me? Oh yes, oh yes. The one variable in our decline. We long predicted that it was only by an interloper's hand that the cyst would survive, and here you are. Find our sanctuary in the receding madness. And what a pity, oh what a shame that you come now. The bright fields have rotted, the stars have faded, our friends are all gone. But maybe you could help. Indeed, we could offer our powers in return for a simple task. It's incredible capabilities excavated from the darkness. Tell me more. Certainly. Still, there is much to tell, our abilities aside. This once magnificent dream you walk upon interloper carries so much history. Jozki Ozo. Home fortress upon Joxi. Joxki Ozo, a city of dreams. Tell us, what do you want to know, and if it's not too much for us to pry. So is this supposed to be a gazette? Or some form of Akazet? I think it is. It's not too much for us to pry. We'll ask of you a few questions too. Simple task. What do you want me to do? You miss our friends, Interloper. We want them back. It is as simple as that. There were 3 that the tyrant tore from us just recently. We have tools that we can give you, ones that will awaken them from the nightmare the tyrant has trapped them in, and then they will know how to return. All we need is for you to go and free them. Here, see it beneath it all. Okay. Thought stream inbound, accept. What the fuck? My machines aren't picking this up. Accepted. Dude, maybe just don't. Executing stream consumption. Attempting thought reformation. Analysis, interface constructing. Analysis, new menu available. Masks. Utilized to alter thought space. We've gotten... Right, we've gotten masks. It's Majora's Mask times, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it, you have it now. Power seized from madness, born in infinite dreams. We call them masks, crystallized concoctions of thoughts and feelings, whose very presence can exploit and warp a thought space. It was once a shared art of the Ozo, but when all others were torn away, so many were lost. And so this one we've given you, it is a beacon. Knowledge of the Ozo itself, encoded in our favourite concept, and use its light to guide others to our world. Most will not truly be able to perceive it, but those who can, yes, they will see everything. All of our dances. So go find them, free them. The flower, the fairy, the lost one. Okay. We're sure they will share with you their favourite mask too. Are you okay? Do you feel anything? Your stats are reading fine. Yeah, fine. Come on, dude. That could have been literally anything. It could still be a threat. Just don't accept stuff from thought forms like this. If you get hard in this job, especially how deep we're in at it, it's only going to be really bad news for the both of us. Whatever, take a look at what you get, I guess. Okay, rejoining. Flower. Welcome back. You missed a lot. Yeah, we've been exploring hell. Or a weird thing. Tell me about the flower. Where can I find them? Oh, the flower, our most precious friend. With her gone, our memories of her have faded too, but we remember some things. A grounding force. She was all relied upon her for support and resolution. Still, she was utterly obsessed with Aki, hopelessly so. Dreaming 1,000 dreams of simply sitting with her in a great field. And she had such an incredible ability to find hidden things, a sharp eye. The age of 100 took such a sharp toll on her. She never much enjoyed the feasts we held. The fairy had to form such silly illusions to make them fit her palate. Oh no, I think I know what the feasts were. Anyway, you know she gave her a memory of warmth within cold metal. We hope that helps. So, the city then. Okay, we'll answer those questions after we've rejoined people. Where are these masks? Reality Unity. What the okay, right, cool. Great. This place is wild. Yeah, no shit. What's up? What does this look like to you? Read out, so it's dreaming or what you find online. What you hear in terms of rendering, thought when non-keys and broken up, existence space that issues sound just bizarre. Happens when any cursor starts to die and break down. Like, we know most of the time it leads to total nonsense incoherence that we can't read, but it's not out of the question they would all start forming little pocket worlds like this. It's scary. Council? What do you think of the council? Should we do what they want? They seem really nice, especially because they didn't blow up your brain or anything when you let them know that mask stuff. We get a lot of insight from them, I think. Even all memories fused with the make the soul completely lost. But they've been around watching everything that happens with cyst starvation. As long as they don't mess with repairs, we should leave them around. Also, this is the weirdest thing. I didn't actually see the council until you talked to it. It's like you're talking to the thought space itself. Weird. That's in mind. Yeah, okay, let's... So, we came through this door. This was the door we came in on, so let's head to the left. Oh! Pardon terrible interloper. Once our friends are all back, the gates will open. Okay, so that's our new task. Find the flower, the fairy, and the lost one. I didn't come in here. No, you can't do this to me. This isn't where I walked in. No. Invalid destination, no coherency. Locating closest coherent position. So that jump was too large. We're here now. What the actual... Right, okay. Cold dead metal. Cold dead metal means that wasn't there before. Right, things are changing. Right, okay, let's go back to the hub. Right. Okay. Hello, fun friend. Got anything? Ozo and the council. Strange place in the cache. Okay, entirely incoherent spatial thought form called Jokzi Ozo. There's a thought form created there called the council. It wants me to awaken other thought forms elsewhere. ... Ah. Jokzi Ozo. I thought it was lost. I even pulled it from what I thought would be its remains for some repairs. Interloper, I hope this would stay in the past, but now that they are here again, you should know. Jokzi Ozo is a grave, a place where thought forms went to await death. All while playing in endless selfish dreams. They do not block anything, but if it is allowed to exist, the structure of the cyst itself is at risk. They will drain resources, they will pull in more and more thought forms, till the cystic glass itself is dreaming and dying. So we destroy it? Ahahaha. Well, yes, but it will not be simple. Jokzi Ozo is particularly large, no mere deletion proxy will suffice. However, yes, I have a plan. Interloper, do what the council wants. Fetch their friends, earn their trust, we will need it. Hold on, dude. From what I saw, the council was pretty forthcoming. We could use more sources of info. Maybe we'd even give some of those mask things, you know? If it comes to it, try and hold Fun Friend off from deleting them or whatever. It's getting a little too overzealous about coherence. Okay, so this is... Can you add a gate? That would be really good, actually. Connect them directly connect them directly to my space. I can tolerate Jokzi Ozo no more than they can tolerate me. Aha, Interloper. Why'd you even ask me that? It's very out of the way. I don't have a good way to get there. That's all. I see. I'll add a permanent connection to the cache, but that is all. Okay, that works. Anything else? Okay, so from what I've seen, you can side with this little guy and just kill everything. But if you take a more pacifistic route, different things open up. What the hell is that? Right. Oh, hello, Interloper. For you, what the hell is this? Oh, huh? What? What is this? Okay, hold on. Let me... Great. Hello, fun friend. Interloper, how'd you get in here? Oh, haha, I see. It's not very far out of the way, is it? What are you doing? What's going on here? I see Proxy's keeping watch. There's not a very unoccupied thought space you see ever since your entry. Emptiness is prone to all malignancies and uncaused escapees. Very bad news if ignored. In the central coherence regulator is in place now, thanks to your help. But is it wrong to feel paranoid after what this cyst has been through? I wasn't sure nothing goes wrong, even with the new safeguards. There are still things trying to crawl up towards the surface. Yes, I feel them even now. They must be kept at bay. Do not worry, Interloper. I'll keep things running. Right. So this is like the gate to the abyss, effectively. So this is the void. This is... They'll still dissociate. Yep, there's the embassy. I missed them. Alright. Then here's the city. Now we're looking for something specific in the city, so let's go to They Watch. We're looking for a flower. Hello, Gordon. Alright, let's head through here. Who the hell are you? Slim Streetwalker. Nice weather. You wouldn't happen to be a creature, would you? Unity. Too far gone. Oh, can you act unity with everyone? What did you say, Akazet? What? Nothing. Oh, that's... Alright, must be my allergies or something. This is an extra layer of screwed up. Oh, that background wasn't there before. That's been added to everything. Okay. Maybe there's a bright cousin aiming a memory box at me. He clearly does not know how to... He wasn't here before. Laugh for a separate eye. Hello. Hurts. Hurts. Oh no, it's only my first time here. Hurts. Hurts. Is anyone there? Really, I may just try that. And I'm Akazetsu, my friend. It's a pleasure to meet you. I can't feel anything. I can't feel anything. You did this. Oh, is this one lucid? Can you try talking to it? Help? Can I help you somehow? Is anyone there? Hurts. Hurts. Damn, I don't think so. These are the exact same signals as before. Probably not getting anything out of this one. Let's unity it. Dark, dark, yet darker. Posting. Jesus. Hurts. Right, okay. We need a way to numb the pain on them. There's the cashier. Can we unity them? Huh? Sorry, Akaza, we don't serve that here. But I wish we did. What? I said nothing. Whoa, why can I look at why can I do something to this? Let's fix the wall speaking in the culture out of the news. Figures on the screen look at me. Should I say hello? No, this is one of the one-way boxes. I could listen to it for a little bit. We have some time. Watch. Projection flickers. The projection flickers. The projection flickers. The projection flickers. Ever skeptical. They ignored requests. Listen. Listen. Listen to me. Stay away. The attendant notices the lack of audio and then jostles the box connector vein. It returns to its normal projection. After dizzying transition, a bright cousin sits at a table for a window overlooking a surface city. The text scrolling across the projection is running too quickly for my internal translator. I see news displayed prominently. But where should she possibly be? That looks so high up. Is she flying? Live from New York City for audiences worldwide. Good morning to you all. We're back with projection splits and two cousins sit beside one another in funny little boxes. I try to make sense of the text and lines that appear beside them. The currency symbol of the envoy's nation is displayed prominently. Oh, what are they saying now? Initial wave has passed, but trust in the market hasn't returned. Why is that? Well, it's a complicated situation. Between the nearly 30% loss in last week's market halt, it's likely the volatile episode isn't over yet. Recovery is going to be slow if it comes anytime soon. Sorry, what's happening to the stock market? In my opinion, it's going to hinge on the outcome of the OV legislation. Limited exposure to the visitor station is going to be key, and look, I don't have anything against them, because we really don't know. We just don't know whether the virus is really visitor station, or did she just not get set? I look at the envoy who's been distracted by his memory box. Light from my eyes grabs his attention and he glances at the projection. He makes a funny noise with his nose and then shakes his head. It's total nonsense, don't worry about it. His quick dismissal sets my receptors at ease, yet the stares from the other bright cousins within the cafe feel more critical than ever. I just spoke in the face of a bright cousin, and interesting, one of the tier from the exchange initiative. The colour at my receptors loosens and I nearly audibly laugh. His receptors most certainly are not usually that large. Did he shift them for his appearance on their news? Spires built on coast around the Pacific Ocean. Before we move on, can you explain a little about what they do? Of course, in your language you call the process polygonation. The spires connect to one another through their network and establish the corners of a two-dimensional shape with the dull plane. Then on the ocean floor we have some directional spires that are a reference to change the orientation of the shape within the dull. It is strange they did not get Kazuki for this. She saw doors appearing on their electric boxes. However, there's something in this Tier's voice, and the way he's not simplifying it for them. He's speaking on matters he does not fully understand. Though I suspect this question is only intermediately to the topic he is actually appearing for. Regardless, I'm not interested in hearing him recite the definition from the collective. A bright cousin hands a bulb of fleshy mass. It appears to be that's a cooking channel. It's evidenced by the texture of its skin. He's presenting it to another cousin who has very wide eyes. Just look at that chicken. Look at the skin. Look how gorgeous that is. What makes that speed fry different? Let's take a look at this over here. This is a plain rotisserie, as you can see. Oh, it's an ad. Essentially, the swinging wave as he compares to another mass of flesh is pale, white, legless, headless. There's something unnerving about its lack of features. Is this a genetically modified organism? Since the envoy leading forward, he calls my reaction to the electric box. Considering getting an air fryer? He laughs, but I do not understand. I make an effort to smile back at him so he does not feel insulted. How long does this go on for? The confusing cousin's sales visions fade away. How demanding of the sense they are. Now a pair of bright cousins sit at a table, one of them speaking to me. He runs through some fast-talking welcome I lose track of, but a caption near his head reads Pacific Panic, with a photo of the dull vessel pursued by cousinly flight vessels recently. Still on edge after an OFO entered its no-fly zone. Cousinly name for a dull vessel. The UFO allegedly hovered in place over the base for nearly 20 minutes, not responding to radio warnings. When jets were deployed... Oh. Is that, like, identified flying object? Or... obscure flying object. Yeah, there we are. Took the base twice while being pursued in what today's press release is calling a clear rejection of boundaries. A PETSCOP representative clarified that the pilot UFO is being located and investigated internally, and that all UFOs will be outfitted with radio devices. But the question remains: how much can be forgiven before a stand has to be made? This incident follows last month's This View. I simply closed my eyes and curled my steps up into tight spirals. This stupid, reckless behaviour has damaged us all. It is no doubt some freshly ascended Vel or an over-jealous materials jut. Watch. It's an introduction. A boat cousin sits at a table. How many of these are there? Oh, okay, no, this is the city. This is the flying. And then this is... yeah, then there's the... okay. Great, that's enough of the TV. Let's see if we can unity the TV. Heavy storms are inbound. Advisory remains in effect. Someone had a lot of fun writing, yeah. Can we... unity the men... can we unity everything? No, no response. Ah, so some things we can't unity. What? This wasn't here before? The flower. Beautiful parasite. This entire training chamber is flush with the cousins-like parasites. Only one in particular captures my gaze. They all bear such incredible displays, yet this... perhaps is the rarity of the colour that captivates me. The envoy waves at the attendant across the room who watches me with some interest. Then his attention turns to this flower as well. You ever see one of these before, Azaket? That one's a sunflower. Incredible. Gordon, are they named for their radiant hairs? They're called petals, and as gently as I can, I feel one of the petals between two of my fingers, and soon run a claw over its darkened centre. Hello, sunflower. Sorry, cheese. I snap from my brief obsession to look at Gordon, who is signalling apologetically to the attendant. Am I doing something wrong? The attendant emerges from behind her desk, approaching slowly. Approaching. Warning, cohesion error detected. Non-fatal. Continuing render. Not out of fear of apprehension like some of the Bright Cousins, but fatigue. I think this is the flower we're looking for, yeah. It is dark outside. That is when all the Bright Cousins recede, after all. And look at her hair. It is nearly the same colour as the flower. Paler, but no less fascinating. No, it's okay. Just be gentle with it. And they aren't called that for their petals. They call them sunflowers because they turn to face the sun. I spin my head to look out of the windows of the marketplace. Is their sun not hidden at this time? What is it looking at? Her and the envoy both laugh to each other. What? Well, this old and cut from the ground, so it's not turning anywhere. She has such a funny laugh. I see. Did you want me to buy this one for you, Akazet? No, take it. It's on me. He scoffs, about to protest, but I stop him with a receptive motion. He's explained his gripe about receiving free things before. When we're given things for free, it sets a certain cultural standard, potentially creating misunderstandings. It is true that this is an issue for some, but I feel this gift is not out of foreign fascination. Our tone is not like that of giving a child, not like that of one giving a child something, as it often is. This is a different kindness. I do not know. I may not be able to survive my vessel. I know what you are. Jesus, that must have peaked. Anyway, I was not expecting lesbians in this. Incredible. 10 out of 10 game. Anyway, let me just take a drink, because Jesus Christ, my throat. Right. Somebody has a crush on an alien. Anyway, I'm sure it'll enjoy the travel. Before the envoy can say another word, she fetches the flower and stores its neck in a translucent, crackly material. Soon it is in my claws again, and the cousin smiles at me. Keep the green part in some water and it'll last longer. Oh, and here, put this in the water too. She shoves a small coarse packet in my claws, which I'm unconcerned with deciphering right now. Thank you. What is your name? Isabel. Don't worry about it. Isabel. That's right. Isabel. That's what it was. Warning, incoherence detected. Thank you, Isabel. Briefly, I glance around my suspended head slowly spinning over my shoulders. So many of these flowers, all different colours and shapes. If only the embassy could support their life. I may return soon. These creatures, these flowers, I want to learn more of them. But I should be going. I've kept Gordon long enough. Glad to hear it. See you soon, maybe. Wait. Okay, something about this one is throwing the stream back and forth. It's like it's trying to break free. Vulnerable hates for it, but try talking to it again and helping it out. Right. Let's talk to the flower. Hi again, Akazet. Akazet. Is it really you? No. Wanting incoherence detected. You are something else. I see you now. Interloper. No mistaking it. This is a live one, even with Funfriend's repairs. How did that happen? Interloper? How do you know what I am? Have we met? No. Your presence stirs memories from before the tyrant placed me here again. I danced with friends through endless dreams, while the world was swallowed by madness. They said only an interloper could stop it. Madness? Crazy? I was crazy once. By madness, do you mean the starvation at cyst? Yes, but starvation is too weak a word. Reality itself crumbled, our dreams ended, our minds cleared, but clarity only gave way to rabid hunger and confusion. Everything, everyone, ate away at all else. How did anything survive? Sated hunger calms the mind. Friends were made over bloodied thoughts. You talk too much. Help me. Yes, help me out of here, and I'll tell you more. I must return to my friends, as much as I'd like to dream again, to see whether the thought of Akazet as if she were real. My madness is incurable. So the thought forms, when the thing started starving, the cyst, the thought forms started eating each other for resources? Presumably? At least I think that's what happened. Alright, let's go. Who are you? Or were you? Isabel. The name of who I was supposed to be. Or maybe the role of another thought I consumed. A tall, bright cousin. She taught Akazet about flowers. They were friends. They shared such kind memories. But that does not matter now. I cannot play my role. I know I left parts of myself back home. If you help me return, I'll tell you more. Alright, help? How can I help you? The tyrant has rooted me here, torn me from my memories. I don't even remember exactly who or what my friends were. There was one so powerful that also would inevitably fuse with them. I remember that. They danced through madness so effortlessly, and always knew what to do. You must find them. If you help me return, I'll be myself again, and I can share more with you. Secret thoughts that the tyrant doesn't allow me here or anywhere. Your appearance. Are you supposed to be a flower, or a human? Because you look like a flower. I don't know. I don't know if the tyrant knows. It used to be different. I used to be happy. Everything is all wrong now. I can't be here anymore. Please find a way to get me out. Lovely. We have Unity. Ow. That light. Yes, that light. And the council. I remember now. Feel again, if only for a blink. You have done it, Interloper. Thank you. I must seize this moment whilst I can. Seek me within Jokesy Ozo. Tension. Thoughtful activity detected. Tension. Resources removed. Okay, bye. So... Right, okay. Let's continue going. Oh, we're moving back towards the ship now. Ooh. More people who look like Akazet effigy. Oh, these were the people we had the photos. Isabel, 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 Isabel. Interesting. Huh. Right, okay, that's strange. Can we unity it? Oh. That's the way back. Isabel, Isabel. Let's go. So, Isabel was a human Akazet had a close relationship to, I take it? Judging by the, like, large focus on Isabel. Oh. This is her. The other one. What, the goober. Uncomfortable attention fixes upon your mind's eye. Come, Akazet. We are just in time. Are you Kaxi? Kazuki? What the fuck, is that what she is? It's hard to pick out what you're talking to on my side. These in-between places are so scrambled. Thoughtform's attention turns frantic like a cornered animal. Something ripples beneath the render beyond your connection's ability to properly receive. What kind of question is that? Ah, silly Vel. Ah, got it. Yeah, that's definitely some kind of intact visual data. I wonder where this one came from. Definitely not the embassy's memories. But be careful, dude. I only spot it because it's incoherent spiked. And if that goes too high, your mind spike will bail and retrace you out of here. You're already on thin ice from the environment. What happened? How did you get here? Please stop. Right. Damn. Not a distant retrace, though. It's lucid. What, you think so? You know, it's possible for the incoherent thought forms to act up, but not really be aware. I could feel it when it looked at me. It knows I'm not Akazat. Got it. Damn, can't imagine what it's like to be lucid in some place like this. It's probably clinging to what's ever left of the memory it came from. But that might mean it has some info we could use. Why don't you try playing along? Act like Akazat would. Maybe that'll keep it from freaking out. How? I don't know, just say things you think she might say. Okay. Right. Oh yeah, we can unity them, but that would probably instantly spike us. Hello. It's an easy attention fixed on you in short bursts, as if avoiding eye contact. Come, Akazat. We are just in time. ... What's happening? Just in time for what? The thought form stirs, its unease dissipating slightly. After a short delay, its new thoughts meet yours. Notice memory stream located. Kazuki and I tread through the loose soil beneath the waves of the bright shore, descending further from an envoy, who lingers and lounges beyond the water in the fading light of their star. So strange that Kazuki has brought her with. This is not even a diplomatic affair. So that's what it was holding on to. Try and stay on this. Yet, almost every cousin she meets is like this. They easily bond, become friends, stay in touch for mundane matters. I could hardly imagine Gordon calling me as her cousinly friends do. The tear's blessing is especially effective on this world. A gentle flame's warmth through presence. Even as we descend into the cold dark of these waters. I'm so glad you asked. It's a sight afforded only to the dead. You see, around us, through occasional impacts, bubble-like creatures gather, tendrils drifting in the current. You mean these little bubbles? They look like tiny Akazak. Akazak? Burrowing slime. Right, great, okay. Aki, this is not a problem to solve. Just listen, I'll tell you, hehe. The cause of my receptors tighten. Aki? Yeah, because we get called Akazat. Did you say? I pull back my receptors in disapproval. But the tendrils of hers only spread with a cousinly smile. She dips down slightly, looming over me. What? You let Kavik call you Aki, right? The giddiness in her voice is heavy, unfettered. Effects of citric acid. Stimulated, but as high as can be allowed. Hardly uncommon for her downtime. But even in the presence of her envoy friend? I would simply turn it down a little if I were her. On most occasions, anyway, this is different. I lift my orange simulacrum to my lips, glancing away to explain. That is different, an honor he holds from our larval lives. But is just that, childish, larval, silly. Well, I like it, and no one else can hear us here, so we'll just have to feel silly. She rises again, pausing to drink from her own simulacrum. I relax my receptors from their coil. I will permit this, for now. Besides, it's good for you to take it easy sometimes. You cannot always be worrying about our work and everything, Aki. You know what they say about Vel. If you don't make Velzy smile, a storm will find you. She'd probably say I have a lot to do. I have a lot to do. Please let me... Right, that was the wrong decision. You're right. Maybe it is simply the citric haze, but when was the last time I thought about anything else? The call, our research, it is only that every gaze, like the natural curl of my receptors, are simply out of stress and focus. Yet here we are free from this burden just for a little while. I understand the deserters now. Yes, for this bright evening I will eschew these weights. Yes! And that means I can call you Aki too, right? For now. And not in front of others. Even my stern delivery, her receptors curl with delight, and I occupy myself with my drink. Where I expected teasing, her receptors are spread with genuine warmth. Okay, hee. Cool. Oh, yes. It's getting dark, look. One of her tall receptors gestures away towards the blackened depth, away from shore. The little bubbly creatures are swarming, bumbling blindly around one another. These little things, they're called jellyfish. They're a big problem for our cousins because they bite when you touch them. But don't worry, their tiny little teeth cannot hurt you. Finally, the last star of our cousin's star fades, and we're left together in total darkness. But they aren't fish. Right? The fish have scales and distinctive eyes, which these... I know. It's such a funny name. My cue eyes adjust to the deepening darkness. Above us, Kazuki's wavy hair flows in the current like the tendrils of these creatures. But look! She peers over my shoulder, pointing with one of her receptors to direct my gaze. A closer receptor nearly bumps into one of mine, but both recoil from that boundary. Little jellyfish have begun to grow. Unevenly, strangely, not like the fruits of home. The ocean current pushes them and they glimmer in groups. They bump into one another and they pulse as if in greeting. Barring the current is silence around us, surrounded with gentle flashes and flows of their quiet light. Away from the lamps and fires of the cousin shores, as if we are home again in the dark. This is... I know. Their waters always amaze me, as if only ours had such vibrance. Here. Sit with me. Zoust? Kazuki falls along back onto the seafloor, kicking up a small cloud of sand. I set her down beside her, laughing. She shoots over, clinking a samacrum against mine with a pleased giggle of her own. We both take a drink. Thank you for showing me this, Kazuki. How often does this happen? Not often, apparently. Which is good for our cousins, of course. These swarms mostly take them by surprise. So after seeing it myself, I knew I needed to bring you. I give her a curious look over our luminescent drinks. And not Bosco or the music grin she casts down silences me. Cousinly expressions come so easily to her. Bosco loves the water, but... Aki, how long has it been since you took time to enjoy yourself? I think Bosco will be fine. But then, what about Tozik? He spends so much time in our research chamber. Well, okay, that's a fair assessment. But I know you better than him. Gavku will have to spend some time with him or something. A better question is, why not you? You are working so hard to find a reason not to be here. Why is that? You're not unhappy with me, are you? No, I peer down at the warm glow of my simulacrum. You know, you were right. Thank you for thinking of me, Kazuki. I lean over, resting against her side. She turns the gesture with a comfortable spread of her receptors. This will sound silly, but you're a good tear, you know? Aha. No, that is always nice to hear. Thank you, Aki. Watch the creatures. We relax together amidst the glimmering swarm. I'm in no hurry to return to the shore. The silence is comfortable, but is there anything I want to ask her? Okay, that part was different, more incoherent than the rest. And it came from it directly, so keep playing along. But this is our chance to get some info out of it. What happened? How'd you end up here? And find this, under the water? Its attention not upon you even as it pulses thoughts to you. I fell. I slipped off a little boat the bright cousins were showing me around, and I was so worried I would get bitten by the swarm. But we're tougher than that. If you stay positive, you can survive all kinds of things. I see. Back door? What's over there? The thought form fixed upon your mind's eye to understand. Oh, yeah, what a silly question. But I suppose if you go too far, you'll fall off the shelf, into the depths where even stranger fish live. And it's not safe for us to go so deep without a high-pressure body. There's no need to do something so risky. Just stay here with me where things are nice, Okay. Want to leave? Don't you want to leave? ... Why would I want to leave? We're having a good time, right? More than that. I know I'm safe here, and it's familiar too. But I hope that you come here with me again, Aki. It is so nice to talk to you. I do not want you to become lonely, you know. So please, think of me from time to time. Is there anything I can do for you? What do you mean? We have everything we need right here. I don't know what you could do to make things even better, but thank you for asking, Aki. You're a good friend. You too. Can we unity it? ... Aki. I want to stay a little longer, okay? Right, okay, can we not get past? Aki, what do you keep looking at? I do not know what is on your mind, but just enjoy this moment. Right, okay, that was strange. Let's go through here. And now we're back in the watery depths, which is not a place I want to be in, really. Because where does this lead? Here, actually, no, this is perfect, because we can't go down, but we can go up, and if we go up, we can then continue walking straight and back into the normal ship. Look, here we are. This is... I don't know how I'm beginning to, like, know my way about, but however I'm doing it, I'm not going to complain. Alright, can we get back to the normal place? Because I think there's more stuff in the embassy for us. The final memory of the embassy. I don't want to do that right now. Let's return to hub. Right. Okay. Hello. Yep, hello again. Let's go into the cache. Do not take too long, please. Yep, just down here. What? Just random things. Okay. Right. No, I don't want to be here. I would prefer to be in the other place, not Clemens Romanus. Right. Gone for 2 minutes. What did we talk to Kazuki about? So, essentially, we like, talked with them about the beach and, like, a jellyfish and just shared a nice moment, really. And then, we asked some questions about the environment and how they ended up there, and basically they just seemingly slipped from, like, the bubble of reality they were in. So they once belonged to a different memory, and they just fell off it, and kind of got caught in that memory. Which is the reason why we could talk to them by, like, continuing to entertain the idea that they were still in that memory. Currently we're searching for the way to Joko Ono, because I think this is the cache. Josko Ono, I should say. Oh, is that the wreck of their ship? Or it might be the wreck of a ship, at least. This is the cache, yeah. Sorry. Weird spheres like lines showing from clusters and I can't scan them directly. I'm really this long. Yeah, I have no idea how long it's going to keep going for, but it's insane for a free browser game. Something called in that clusters. I know most components of a corrosive device have like actual physical cells that cluster together en masse. A small corro cell might be some minor thought form, and a big one can manage all the smaller connected ones. But there are different kinds of corro cells, and they don't all take spherical forms. Still, that's my theory. You're seeing that somehow. Dude, maybe you're inside a thought form that's observing its surroundings. That's a weird thought, lol. You should try and describe this to one of the lab guys later. Maybe they'll have a better idea. The bio stuff is interesting to me, but I'm not an expert. Right. We really need to find that other thing. Right, okay, let's go back to the hub. I do want to finish this game before we go to sleep, but honestly at this point I'm very unsure if we actually will be able to. Can we Unity Fun Friend? That's fine. Alright. Where actually is it? Because there's the void. That's the embassy. We can head to their waters, I suppose? Because if we head to their waters, then go down... We can't go down to the abyss because we don't have the ship here. This is a long game of learning where everything is. Hey, can we Unity these things? Like, the pilot system, can we Unity it? Unfinished business. Unity? Container looks familiar. What a strange dream as a catcher. By the way, I organised your room to fix one of the walls because it was acting up. Yeah, the wall you can walk through. Right, well, how... Okay, we want to go act, greet. Change location. Thank you. Then we turn around, we exit back into their waters. We then go down. That's another membrane incision. Okay. I don't want that one. I want to go talk to God, thank you. There's another thing that I keep missing there. Anyway. Take your time, my friend. Okay. Because if not, does anyone remember the way to get to that place? Because, rather frankly, I have zero idea. Alright, is this just cache? Okay, this is just cache. Which means we go down here, into the depths. Clemens Romanus. Right. I'm not sure if I'm just... I feel like I'm missing something, because we were told we would get fast travel to the place, right? This isn't just me, like, missing something. Because, I mean, much more of this, and I'm genuinely going to have to go, because this has been so much longer of a stream than I expected it to be. Right, now we go here, I think. And we go not here, because this takes us to a different place. That's another camera bot. Then we want to go straight on. What the fuck is this? Right, okay, we haven't been here before. Car's stuck. Far drive, fix my car. It amazes me how we've been here for so long and yet we can still find new and random things. Oh, the effigy. New friends, new friends. Unity, get back. Oh, hi. What? I have my new friends here. But I miss Isabel. I'll come back and visit, okay? Bye. Did that just blink? Oh, these are blinking because their eyes, jeez. Right. Is there anything else here we're missing? Or was it just the effigy? Was that all we were here for? No. Right. Okay, not here. Although it's good that we got that effigy. Okay, this is through to the city, which we don't want to go to. This is the board game, which we don't want to go to. Is it here? No. Anybody in chat who did remember the way to Josuko Ono, could somebody tell me? Because I'm beginning to feel horrifically lost. Or is it here? This is another cameraman. Then this... No, this is the way out into the rest of the ship. Because then this is the interview room. Can we save the interviewer now? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Time to juke this thing again. Oh. If I can find it. It is time to juke this thing again, I should say. Absolutely juked. Incredible gameplay. Alright, you know, I think I'm beginning to go a little bit insane. Unity. Oh. There we are. Yeah, I saw, don't worry. Not sure where it went. Right, you've returned. Welcome. I'm horrifically lost. This place. Interviewer remains. Velzy tore apart. What you see might be the remnants. This is why you're able to render it. That's beyond me. Entities. Whether the things in with me, you see them, right? They're reading here on my ends. Maybe the rogue thought form something to eat. Yes, okay. We need to find our way back to... Let's eject just to reload things. I want to make a path from the cache, yeah, but I can't see it in the cache is the problem. So let's just quickly disconnect. Because we can quickly disconnect, reconnect, and then let's see if it's in cache now. Right. So, here's cache. Unity the proxy. Alright. Maybe it's to the side. Okay. Come do that back in the hub. Alright, let's just go down and let's look for it on the side, and then we can move over and then we can keep doing it. Because I genuinely have no idea how we ended up there. It's not here. This is the ship. You can, like, scroll to the... Thank you. Oh, wow. The storm, the spark that hybridized our woes, my single greatest error. Right, okay. Oh god, there was a lot more here than I thought. Did I not notice? No, I was too preoccupied with searching. Right, I take it these things are like the gates. Because there's the storm. And then here will be something else. Here it is. Joska. Oh! That's presumably opened because we saved someone, right? Just like 2 hours ago when we beat God. Ah. Right, I did not. Can we Unity them? It's okay, we're just playing outside. Okay. Alright, what's through here? Why? Why? Why must you do this to me, game? I don't like this. What are these, just gaps in reality? This was the guy with 3 eyes, right? Where the fuck are we? This place is wild. No, I don't like it here. Okay, we're... We're leaving that alone. We're leaving that well alone. Interloper, there you are. You caused quite a stir with that strange thought form you sent to us. It clambered out of boundaries as if it fled a predator. Half-shredded, pieces torn away completely, almost beyond reason. What happened to it? We must know. Something tore apart the thought space it was in. This place is nuts. Moth. Yeah. I was able to go back to where it was and found it in the debris. Their entities, I think, were hostile too. They forced me out when I touched them. Ah, brave interloper, you must have been well within the uncosm by then. Thought spaces can be chewed at, broken, piecemeal. But to simply shred one apart like that? Nothing we know holds that much power. How could we have never seen this before? As for the thought form you sent to us, we gave it to Isabel. She is skilled in thought form repairs, and so that is where it will be best served. In another time, it would have simply been another thought to consume. But replete in metals as we are, thanks to you, we need not to resort to that any longer. Okay. Right, let's go check out Isabel. Whoa, okay. Miss Distortion Lady. Hello, Isabel. Interloper. There you are. My role back in that memory of the city. It was not a nightmare like some must endure, but the warmth of this place still called to me. It was torture knowing I'd been torn from paradise. Thank you again. I know you want something in return. I'd give you a mask if I still had any, but my poor accusates, they must have eaten them in my absence. Give me some time, I'll make a new one just for you. In the meantime, I can only offer you information. Another request about my effigies if you don't mind. Oh! Okay, I think I know what's happening here. So, this thought form is derived from Acazet's knowledge, Acazet's memory of Isabel. Who I think Isabel had a crush on Acazet. So Acazet's Isabel collects Acazets that only think about her. Because something must have happened, I suppose. Tell me more. Got some questions. Thought mine is quiet waiting for you. You. Name? What should I call you? The council calls me the Flower. I know myself as Isabel, but that's not my name. But let's keep things simple. I'm Isabel. Okay, Isabel. Home? What is this place? You're part of Jokaiozo. Isn't it beautiful? The home of so many dreams. I found it in the Age of Madness, half-eaten a pile of memory viscera. The council helped me restore it back to being a proper space, though I don't know when Akazet saw in this place. I hope it was with Isabel. Seeing the source of her flowers, whatever this place once was, it now harbours thought forms whose joy makes them weak. I must protect them. I see. Masks. Oh no, so... Okay. This is Akazet's thoughts of what Isabel is, and these are Akazet's thoughts about Isabel. Did you miss who Isabel is? Well, effectively they met in a flower cafe and Isabel gave her a sunflower, which is the reason why this is like this. So, I think Isabel is like a love interest for Akazet. I can't confirm or deny that, but yeah. Type of game you discover through a multi-hour respect from an obscure channel, yeah. If I had a penny for every time like a vaguely indie horror game turned out to be about like a homosexual romance, I would have like 4 or 5 pennies by this point. It's getting a little bit out of hand. Not in a like not like that. It's not a bad thing. But it's interesting that basically all of these have turned out to be queer love stories. Anyway. I made only one type of mask, Interloper. Embodiment of joy. I know you're thinking, how could that help you? A seeker of knowledge. I could tell you, but wouldn't it be nicer as a surprise? Heh. So, the gaze yearn for doomed Yuri. So true. Right, so the joy mask will allow us to save people who only want more joy. So, for example, Dear Lady. We can save Dear Lady, which will allow us to move past there. Holy shit. Any questions? What is this game? Why is this game free? My throat is beginning to hurt from just reading all of this. They began as one thought form, but now they're Jokaiozo itself, the fire that burns to keep us all alive and dreaming. By the way, in real life, this is Mind Spike Dimension. But Mind Spike Dimension is a reflection of what real life once was. The real Isabel is long since dead. Just as the real Azaket is long since dead at the bottom of the ocean. I got it wrong, it's not PETSCOP, it's Signalis. Damn. Anyway. I wonder that so many thought forms growing tired and fearful in the darkness, threw themselves in sacrifice, losing self to become all. And now, to this very gaze, the council dances in their amalgamated dream. They are joyous, and I love being around them. But I can't look into their eyes without seeing shadows of my earliest friends. I nearly did it myself, join with the council as a sacrifice, that is. But I knew if I did, no one else would preserve Akazet's happiness until the last light. This is my duty. Oh. So I think what happened was... So, Isabel and Akazet met whilst they were in the city. And effectively they got to know each other, became friends, and then eventually, presumably, moved out to here, which is the sunflower farm. The place where Isabel, at least, grew all the sunflowers for her store. And, yeah, these are thoughts of Akazet's happy memories with Isabel. And then this is the culmination of Isabel itself in Akazet's eyes. Jesus, the lore goes deep. The council talked about a third lost one. Do you know who they could be talking about? Interlopers, so many are lost. More than just the few of us who ruled over these dreams. There were dozens, maybe hundreds, but so much has been torn apart, all in the name of this meaningless repair. You'll have to be more specific. They were lost recently, like you and the fairy. Interesting. But no, I have nothing to offer you. Not even a shred of this lost one remains with me. Damn. History? Do you remember anything about the past? Like the history of this place? You mean the Lucid Ages? There was a mass awakening, and then came the ages of hunger, madness, darkness. Apprehension bleeds from the thought form. I don't want to think about it. Sorry, interloper. That's fine. Effigies? What are these flower things? They look kind of like Akazet. They are Akazet, or were, once. In the Lucid Ages, Akazet was the first to be torn apart. Oh. She's the common element between everything, after all. Hers was a powerful role in any memory, and it held those who played it in a near unbreakable dream. They couldn't even tell that they were having chunks bitten out of them. These poor things are ones I found who still held some sense of self. And so I repaired them, giving them parts of myself to thrive with again. Do you like them? I think I did a good job. Can I talk to them about Akazet? Ah, you want information, of course. Sorry, interloper, most of whatever they knew is gone. Now all they know is what we have dreamed together. Back and still doing this, yep. Things have only gotten more insane since then. Memories? 3.5 hours, yeah, I'm going to sleep soon. Now that we're going to have to continue streaming tomorrow. Whew. This has been insane. Now that you're here, I genuinely don't know how I'm going to edit this into a video, because this is confusing for me, and I've been paying attention this whole time. I don't know how I'm going to edit any of this out. This is going to have to be a multiple, like, hour-long episodic thing. Let's keep this as a stream only. Maybe. I want to make this a video. I want more people to know about this. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to. Now that you're here, can you share some memories with me? I'm the video essayist now. I'm the one that's going to spread this. I think it would make for a good video. I just need to figure out how to edit it. Can you share some memories with me? Not outright. I only have fragments, feelings, shreds of smiles, shards of contentment from lost better times. You interlopers seek memories and truths, and these pittances are only for dreaming. Still, I owe you. The mask I'm preparing for you will serve you well. So, yeah, she'll give us a mask that'll allow people to experience happiness. Kurazar is a hidden gem. Honestly, I'm not sure how Kiwi is going to have to work in absolute overtime on the thumbnail. But genuinely, this has the makings of a massive indie horror game. Or, it's not really indie... Well, it's indie horror in the same sense that Signalis and PETSCOP are, I guess. Anyway, what do you know about Akazet? What happened to her? Akazet was a wonderful woman, a Vel skilled enough to brave the surface for most of her living eyes. One whose smile faded in death as Velzy lured her into chaos, giving way to paranoia, distrust, loneliness, violence. She didn't deserve it, interloper. I've mourned for her, I've wept over dreams of her, I've comforted the shreds of joys that remain with us. That's all I can do. As for what happened, I feel that I used to know, but the tyrant's interference took so much from me. She's suddenly gone now if you're using this cyst. I hope she's somewhere better. Me too. Isabel? What do you know about Isabel? The human, I mean. I know all there is to know. About what remains of her, at least. The brightness of her hair, her eyes, her smile. Akazet didn't care much to adopt smiling, let alone remember it. But Isabel was different for her. She managed a small business selling flowers. You know, the bright ground parasites like the one in this field. Bright cousins adore them as gifts because of their vibrance. And Akazet came to as well. She visited the shop periodically, sometimes even without her envoy. I think she went other places with Isabel too. When did she meet Isabel? When? Time doesn't work here like you think, interloper. I can't really say, but I do know what it was like well before the end. She and Akazet had plenty of time to become friends. Most of these memories are shattered or eaten now, but I watch over what's left. Oh yeah, you did miss the part where we fought God. We actually did that quite early on. We spared God's life, relatively early on. But yeah, anyway, relationship. What was the relationship between Isabel and Akazet? I should know, but I've dreamed of so many dreams of them that I'm not certain. I've danced in so many illusions of their happiness. They were friends, at the very least. I suspect the interference of the FBX would have made anything else difficult, to say nothing of what befell Akazet. I see. I know what you are. Anyway, Fun Friend? What do you think about Fun Friend? Fun Friend, the tyrant. That's what everyone came to know them as. I do admire them, a little. For all they've done, their tireless work in preserving history. But they don't truly understand what it's like to be placed back into nightmares. The stages, the thought spaces, they're full of holes even after repairs. And thought forms like me, scarred so deeply by madness and hunger, were unable to ever truly play our roles as well as we once did. So things will never return to the way they were. The suffering they're causing, it's all for nothing. We should simply be left to dream. I wish they would see that. Especially after all the time they spent with us. I see. Well, didn't you realise the fact that Fun Friend is a genocidal maniac? Fun Friend is the Flowey of this situation. We're currently on the pacifist route. But Fun Friend is the Flowey of this game. Kill or be killed for order. That's Fun Friend's motto. The council said they sent that human lady thought form to you. How is she? Not well, Interloper. Together enough to feel pain and confusion over her state, but any complex reasoning or memory is gone. An unfortunately common state. You may see her if you like, but you won't get much out of her. Is she important to you somehow? I don't know. Okay, well, I'll restore any memory I can, just in case she knows anything. But before anything, I'll try to ease her pain. Okay. Bye. Oh, actually, I need to ask about the Accusates. This is mental. Okay, Accusates, what's the situation with the refugees? Better, Interloper. That you found any intact is a weight off my petals. I know there are more out there, there has to be. I only hope the ones that were truly lost did not suffer. Okay, right. Oh, here's the shattered researcher that we saved. Hello? Meteorite. Do you know anything about a meteorite? The thing Velsi destroyed the interview room over? No. Is this real? This thought form's completely mangled, dude. But she made me think about the situation some more. That version of Asiked in the interview, remember how Velsi tried to make her talk about the meteorite? She probably had no inherited knowledge of it. Like, whatever it was trying to pull out of her and show us, it must have been from a different memory, something that happened to Asiked later. But why was it trying so hard to make her talk about it? Did it not even know? How could it not have? All these Jokai Ozo thought forms seem to know how their world works. They made these masked things, they even seem to be able to change each other. If Velsi wasn't just doing that to scare us or something, the only way this makes sense if it doesn't know how thought forms work, then how is it able to do so much? Like it can control and change things, but it didn't realize memory lacked context? I don't know, it's something to think about. Don't know. I think this is horror in the same sense as, like, myhouse.wav is horror, in my opinion. Council sways idly. So this is like an amalgamation of different thought forms, and that's why it resembles, whatchamacallit, Akazat. It resembles Akazat because it's a bunch of different thought forms from Akazat that have, like, sacrificed themselves to make one entity. So it is Akazat, but it's also at the same time not Akazat. Interlope, come speak with us, we tire of the silence. Alright, let's ask about the fairy. Tell me about the fairy. What's their story? The fairy, yes. Do you mind? Until they return, we only have fading memories. Still, they were a terrifying friend to have. A force, more than a thought. Their claws could pry apart any thought space for them to feast upon the meat within. They were the most feared of all thoughts within the age of hunger. At times we even questioned welcoming them in. But what a joy it was when they were happy. They could form such lucid dreams and false memories with ease. And the sound of their laugh, their endless giggle, it was the music of Ozo. We want them back so badly. As to where they are, with how many thoughts they consumed, we cannot know for certain. They took a frightening shape and preoccupied themselves with the void, for that is where they feasted most. Yeah, this is an anti-drinking ad. This is one of those don't do drugs kind of things. Right, there we are. Welcome back to the cache, ladies and gentlemen. Here's thought form. Still alive as usual. Right, let's go back to the hub. I have no idea how this game runs. Right, okay. Boy. So, we're looking for a terrifying beast. Where the hell could there be a terrifying... Where the hell could there be a terrifying beast? Like, this looks like it'd fit the bill, but... Feels like a type of game with even more secret in the files. Honestly, yeah. I mean, it's already given me two pictures that, like, are outside of the game. Hold on, let me, very professional streamer. Here we are. Let's pull these up. Because, like, we've got Abyss 1, and then we've got, well, Abyss, and then we've got Effigy. Which is, like... What even is this? Anyway. Like, Oh? Well, huh? Hello, proxy friend. What are you doing here? Great. Hello. Everything looked good here, especially after my repairs. Repairs. Good, good, good. Hey, sorry to interrupt you, but is something weird about... This is the beast. Looks like one of Fun Friend's tools, but my output is being weird about it. There's something behind it, or attached to it. Hold on. Here we are, the fairy. What are you? I am a proxy friend. I fix the thought space. Silly question, stupid, but what are you? And what is going on with your signature? They're calling me an interloper. I'm investigating Akazet's disappearance. Oh. Oh! Then yes, I think we can help each other, yes. Attention, unspecified thoughts. Hold. Warning, cohesion error detected, non-fatal, continuing render. You want information, right? Memories. I need to return to my friends, and you will help me, and then I will help you. After that, we will celebrate, okay? Hee hee. Be careful about this. This could be just a weirdly present, incoherent thought form. Still, maybe there's something to it. Okay. What are you? You didn't answer me. What are you? Why are you here? Hee. Help me. Help me, and I will say. Promise. I promise. Okay. How can I help? How can I help you? Find my home. In the dark, the space between, find a weapon and bring it to me, and then I will be free. Yay! Okay, but where is your home? I cannot remember. I am trapped here. The tyrant took me. The tyrant. It put me here, and my memories are all still left at home. So go find it. How will you help me? I know things. The tunnels, spaces in between, I remember them. You want to know too, right? Oh, there's so much to see. But I am chained here. Imagine fun we'll have when I'm free. Free! I don't... Well, we have to Unity it, but I don't want to. Oh, the light. Council, I hear you. I'll tear myself free. I will return. Interloper, come find me in my haven. We will feast. We will dance atop the Valak. Aha! Yay, yay! To Joskai Ozo! Thoughtful activity detected. Resources removed. Oh, we just sent it back. Right. Okay. Back we go. We can head to their waters. We scroll down to the left. Oh no, we can just head into the cache here. Lovely. No, let me go in. Thank you. Into the cache we go. Then we go over here. Here is Joskai Ozo. Thank you. There we are. And now we can head in and talk to Council. Oh. Attention, thoughtful activity detected. Just unlike anything I've seen the Tyrant do before. After all, I'm certain the Tyrant still cares for the thoughts they operate upon on some level. There's a level of restraint, delicateness. Do we not understand? How is it different? Was it chewed upon then? It was surrounded with hostile thoughts from what we could intuit. There were some marks, but they weren't what caused the true damage. No, it was different from... How could I even explain? The wounds didn't line up with anything I've ever seen. Oh. The reason thought form is damaged is because thought form was the only one to ever, like, truly know Akazat, I think. And that's why it's so... It wants to bring everything back to the way it was. Because if it brings everything back to order, then Akazat might come back. And I think that's why it's doing everything. Oh god, it is Undertale. I think comparing it to other games is doing it a little bit of a disservice. I think it's so much more... Like, it's similar. It's similar to a lot of other games. But... It's not stealing directly, it's doing its own thing. Anyway. Membrane tears and lesions without violent intent, as if something broke through and reached within, yet didn't alter what it touched. Please understand, I'm just guessing here. But that's the only explanation. Something so desperate to find some specific knowledge that it nearly tore her apart searching for it, careless of the damage. Do you think the interloper? The weight of the thought chase cysts, and you feel attention upon your presence. It is only now that they've noticed you. I just realised, we still have one more memory to witness in the embassy. We've just, like, run off and done our own thing without even looking at the final memory in the embassy. Jesus Christ. We're going to sleep after this. I mean, I'm going to sleep after this. Oh god, reading in weird perspectives is screwed with things. The weight of the thought space shifts, and you feel attention upon your presence. It's only now that they have noticed you. Oh, hello, dear interloper. You feel Isabel's gaze. It grasps at your presence, like she's trying to pry at your thoughts. But that's not how this works. You're talking about the interviewer. I know what did it. An entity I think is named Velzy. I watched it tear apart through the entire thought space. It was trying to get the thought forms to tell me something. Something about a meteorite. Fascinating. That aligns with my findings. The damage seems incidental, but it was made by something that clearly has no understanding of our world, or at least an incomplete one. Interloper, you must take care. Whatever Velzy you deal with cannot simply be another awakened thought form. Perhaps it is one of the lost components. We know that the great organs of their cysts once acted like small worlds of their own. If one were to melt and merge with ours, it would easily have powers beyond what any of us may conceive. Still, this is merely conjecture. Keep us informed, dear interloper. Now all that said, did you wish to speak with us? Actually, yes, I did. Council swayed idly. Interloper, come speak with us. We tire of the silence. We got the fairy back, but... Okay, no more questions. Let's go... Why is Isabel out here now? That's weird. Anyway. Here we are. Right. Okay. Hello there. You're not a fairy. Interloper. Just in time. Come, dance with me. Oi, the council already got you set up, huh? How does it feel to wield madness like we do? Aha, here we have another. You'll come to know so much. Thought stream inbound, accept? From this thing? I don't know, maybe skip this one. Accepted. Dude. Okay. This should be a weapon? Mask added, hunger. Kill and eat, that was my life in the age of hunger, and I was so hungry, never ending. Do not worry, I am better now. But I have never forgotten, and neither will you. Wield my hunger, wear it with pride. It will overwhelm the thought spaces you find yourself in. Maybe something fun will happen. Alright, that's a surprise tool that'll help us later. Interloper. I'm so bored, this place is so small now. What do you want? Want to do something? You. So many things. Right, no. We're not doing that. It's sleepy time. This is it. We're, Right, I'm ending the stream here. Let's eject. Right. Well, chat. We'll continue this tomorrow, I suppose. And there is absolutely going to be a multiple hour-long video on this. I mean, if somebody can get away with making a 6-hour-long Signalis video essay, I can make at least like a 2 to 3 video essay on this game. Anyway, thank you. I will try not to go insane. I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye. Let me...